All right, guys, let's start. Thank you for joining in for the live session. So, first things first. I have actually started the same version of this like 1 year back. I can only do only 3 sessions, unfortunately. So, but this time I'm 100% sure I'm going to continue. There can be situations I might not have the live session every Tuesday. If that's the case, even I will upload the recording. The important thing would be that you can follow this as a course if you are interested. That's the most important thing. Apart from that, the other important bit would be again one important. Can you guys hear me and you can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. So the other important thing is like apart from that, you can take this through as a course, right? It's not only just learning here. Very importantly, this would lead you to start your own business. This is what I really wanted to tell you guys. Even probably last time also, it was the same aim. This time, the objective is little bit differed. Not to move away from starting your own business, right? So, but rather starting your business in a little bit different way, right? So, as a researcher, I would say why. While you're going through the session, you will understand it very clearly. So, first things first, like the sessions ideally would be quite, I would say, practical oriented. And at the same time, it's all about like learning to do something, right? So it's very, I would say, hands-on. Otherwise, there's no point. And there can be people like here now we have around 20. There can be no one, but still you are watching this as a recording. But whatever the important thing would be, understand what is the real state of situation in the world. So I don't know. I should show you this, but let me see whether I can find it out. This is. Give me a second. Yeah. So this is basically. Can you guys see this? I'm actually sharing my WhatsApp for a moment. Can you guys see
Yes, sir.
this poster? Yeah. So, so maybe some of you already know I'm working at Curtin University in Western Australia. So this was a real poster which was, in a notice board. Actually, today it would have happened. So there's this meeting called Fuck AI, right? So how tech billionaires, data centers, capitalism are destroying the world. So basically, why I wanted to show you that. So there are people in the world who believes AI is kind of disaster. But I'm a person who does things other way around. So it was the same issue, like I think multiple years back or decades back when the internet was born, and even more years back when the telephone was born and onwards, right? So of course, for every new thing, there's good and bad. Even for AI, there's good and bad. There's no question about it. So, but we have to be positive in all aspects, and we have to understand what's in there for next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 10 year, 20 year. So you guys, there can be different types of people here. මං ඉන්ද්‍රහිතල් සිංහලුත් කතා කරනවා චුට්ටක්. Is if there's any people who don't understand Sinhala, please let me know. I won't be using it all the time, but here and there, right? Anyway, so මෙතන ඉන්න පුළුවන් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය එක එක levels වල. සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්න පුළුවන් degree කරලා masters කරලා සමහර PhD කරපු කට්ටියත් ඉන්න පුළුවන් fun එකට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා ඇති just passed out of some school, right? And there can be some other people like I don't know, maybe looking for a job. Some people who you maybe like having a job, you're doing really great in the job, but you want to just learn AI. There can be some other people who really needs to use AI to make yourself productive. So there can be different types of people, or maybe there can be people who wants to, who's currently in Sri Lanka who wants to go elsewhere, US or Europe or Australia or wherever, and find opportunity. So it doesn't really matter where you are now. For every one of us, the future would be same. Some people say AI is fake, AI is just a hype, but I don't believe so. There are so many things, even in these sessions, you will understand. There are so much of things that we all can do with AI. As an example, you can write a book within 1 minute. right? So I don't know how many of you are really using AI day to day. We'll talk about. So please, guys, like talk with me. That's how we can make it more, I would say, fun and also enjoyable, and also everybody else can remember what's really happening. So I don't want this to be lectures. It's not how it works, right? So there are so many things. Like as an example, so just to show you, like this is something that I'm running. I have named it as operating system. So every day I'm running set of automations. Maybe you are already doing it now, but say as an example, later on we'll see how even to develop this. So I'm using a tool called Hermes. How many of you are using Hermes right now as a tool? I don't know how many of you are using this thing called Hermes agent. Anyone here uses Hermes agent or something called OpenClaw?
Open close.
Right, cool. So there can be a lot of people who do use it or don't use it. Doesn't really matter. You will learn how to use it, and also you will use it to make yourself better. So as an example, I run multiple automations every day. Some for like executive briefing, as you can see here. Some to do research. So as an example, I run this thing called Research Radar or RADA. So I'm asking it to go through like genuine articles, online articles, commercial articles, or medium articles, and find me good research for me to do where I can make or convert it to $1 billion or $1 trillion or even $1 million or $1,000, $100. Doesn't really matter. So what happens is it will get connected to my Notion, and it'll give me some output, some kind of output. So this is even, I haven't had the time to even to read this, but see as an example, I believe you guys can see it. So there are some articles in blockchain where they figured out, oh, okay, it seems to be good for business. So I had to go there and now read it. So I can ask you to even go to the next level and even summarize this article and give me a business idea out of it. So there are few actually. You can see computation, even something called computational Ayurveda or agri-tech or AI or Buddhist or brain science or so multiple articles. Similarly, I'm running another uh, automation which is basically called research operating system. Don't really worry about these wild names, but the idea is I ask it to download some like 10 papers every day and summarize them to me as well. So this is, if you go to research outputs, you can see they're downloading some papers because I'm a researcher by my profession. So you can see they're downloading openly available papers here. So this one is about, let me take one on philosophy or even industry. So you can see different areas, right? So we can get one brain science. So it even gives some kind of a summary what this paper is about. And if I'm interested in doing a business or a software out of it, I can do that as well. I hope you understand what I'm saying, doing, right? So similarly, I do run some bug bounty stuff and other things, right? So smart contract audits and even like investment stuff. So I believe you get the idea right now. So the logic is, you might think, okay, so I also can do this. Yeah, you can do that, but it takes your time. But this is running automatically every day. So at 7:30 it runs, and it does a lot of crazy stuff, which I might need somebody I need to pay, like maybe $1,000 per month. But now it automatically happens. Even I can run a company, virtual company every day, right, without doing. So probably have seen this in YouTube videos, but I'm going to tell again and again how this course is going to be different from just a YouTube video, or there are thousands of courses if you check in the internet. Learning is not the problem these days, but the problem, or not the problem, but the challenge is how we can really get something out of it. So if you wanted to do a degree faster, smarter, right? And again, there's no point. I know these days doing a degree is so simple. Like you can even write a thesis, PhD thesis, even 10 minutes, right? So it's not a problem. But the problem is whether you know enough to go and do something, right? Really, truly go and do something, right? So can you really do a business, right? So this is what the challenge would be. So you need to understand things to do something real. You can even start a YouTube channel. It's so easy. You can write a movie, or you even generate a movie using Gemini, VO, or something like that, right? But the problem is, how do you truly be good at it? I hope you understand what I'm saying. කොහොමද අපි මේකෙන් ඇත්තටම මේක ගැන දක්ෂ වෙලා මේක ඇත්තටම අපි දෙයක් කරලා ඒකෙන් වැලියු එකක් අරගෙන අපිට අවශ්‍ය තැනට යන්නේ කියන එක. අපි මොබයිල් ඇප් එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන් විනාඩි 10න්. හැබැයි ඇත්තට මේක කොහොමද අපි මාකට් කරගන්නේ? අපිට බග් බවුන්ටි කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ කවුරු හරි දාලා ඉවරලා. මෙතන සයිබර් සිකියුරිටි දන්නේ නැති කාලේ බග් බවුන්ටි කියලා කියන්නේ software vulnerabilities හොයන එක. So we can do that. But how we do it properly? So in this, I built it like in a way into seasons. Like every season, like this TV series thing, episodes that every after the season you will do something. Of course, you will say for fun. Maybe you upload a book to what is it? Amazon එකේ තියෙනවනේ මොනවාද Kindle book ebooks කියලා එකක් පොතක් ලියන්න. ඕන රිසර්ච් පේපර් ලියන්න. ඒවට ආස නැත්නම් බවුන්ට් එකක් පබ්ලිෂ් කරන්න, බග් බවුන්ට් එකක් නැත්නම් කැගල් ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් try out කරන්න. ඒවත් කැමති නැත්නම් අඩුම ගානේ business එකක් start කරන්න. So we will discuss it, but we'll not do a business as like everybody is doing a business. YouTube video බලලා කරන එකට වෙනසක් තියෙනවා මේකේ, because you all will become researchers. That I will ensure. So එකපාරට logic එක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් don't truly worry. So in the years to come things will change. අර මම අර පෙන්වන්නේ කලින් example එකයි මම පෙන්නන්න දැන් ආපු කට්ටියට මේක ගියේ මොකද discussion එකක් ගියා ඒකෙන් තමයි මම share කරේ හැමෝටම ලංකාවේ අර මොරටු යුනිවර්සිටි එකට ගන්න මොනවද ඒකට කියන්නේ අර කඩයින් points ටික rank points ටික වෙනස් වෙලා ඉස්සර තිබ්බ computer science තමයි number 1 තිබ්බේ දැන් ඒක පල්ලෙහාට ගිහිල්ලා දැන් engineering ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ ලොකු discussion එකක් ගියා මේ AI හින්දා ලොකු දෙයක් වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා ජොබ් ඉස්සර නැති වෙයි නේද? ඔව් ජොබ්ස් නැති වෙනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම නැති වෙනවා සමහර ජොබ්. හැබැයි වැලියු එක තියෙන. ඒ කියන්නේ නෙගටිව් වෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. Right? So there are a lot of jobs which are created. Right? Anyway, so let's summarize what I've been saying for the last 15 minutes. Number one, what I want you to do is involve with this content. courses ගත්තොත් මම පෙන්නන්නම් මේ resource vault එකක් මම හැදුවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට බලන්න. courses තියෙනවා ලක්ෂයක් විතර online. හරි? මෙතෙන්නේ 3 blue 1 brown ගේ වීඩියෝ සීරීස් එක බලනවා නම් neural network හොඳට ඉගෙන ගත්තා හැකි. TensorFlow playground කේදී මේ ටික දැන් බලනවා කොට මේකෙන් අයින් වෙලා ඔය ටික බලනවා නම් ඒත් ඇති. හරි මම මේක share කරනවා බය වෙන්න එපා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ transformers ගැන ගන්නවා 3 blue 1 brown ගේ මේ වීඩියෝ එක. ඊට පස්සේ මේ තියෙනවා J Alma කියලා කෙනෙක් හදලා තියෙනවා transform එක. මම පෙන්නන්නම් මේක ලස්සන. මේක හරිම ලස්සනයි. illustrated transformer කියන එක. මේක ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. හරි. ඉතින් මේකේ ලස්සනට මෙයා මේ ටික බලුවත් ඉතින් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. right? So there's no question. මේක අපිට හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේ resource vault එක ගත්තා නම් ඔක්කොම ටික ඉගෙන ගත්තා. You don't need anything else. Hugging Face එකේ LLM course එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් මෙතනින් අයින් වෙලා මේ වීඩියෝ එක බලන්න නැතුව මගේ videos ටික බලන්න නැතුව හරි original videos ටික බලන්න පුළුවන්. right. So ඒකෙන්ද මම කෙලින්ම කියනවා මේ මගේ videos බලන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. හැබැයි what I'm trying to okay, sorry about it. Screen is not shared, right? Is it shared now? Please let me know. Now we can see it, right? Oops, sorry. Nope. I think I know the reason. I've been running a lot of applications. So I had this problem earlier as well. First of all, can you guys see the screen? Thanks. I will just give me a second. I will close most of my apps, so then that will resolve. So I'm running a lot of applications. And again, if for a moment the screen share goes off, please let me know. Yeah, I hope it's okay. All good. Let's start again. Right. So for a moment I think you didn't see. So I was just saying the resource vault is there. But anyway, but the point that I wanted to push was, so what else what you would get from this course? So this is the summary of what I've been talking for the last 15 minutes. I want all of you to become researchers. Researchers ke liye brilliant on your basics. Know your basics. That doesn't mean you have to go and learn everything in the world, but whatever the things that you need to use AI and understand AI, then use it for whatever you are doing. It can be your own business in music, or you want to become a musician. It doesn't really matter. You want to be a programmer, you're a developer, you're a DevSecOps guy or DevOps guy. It doesn't really matter, right? If you want to put in like, just put in like, how many of you are here planning to become engineers or software engineers or already in software engineering? You don't have to take a long time, but how many of you wanted to be musicians, or how many of you to start your own business? Anyway, so the point is, let's not waste our time. my point is here, you become researchers, meaning knowing the basic, and you can use it as you wish and do whatever you want to do in a way which is very, very smart. So to get that edge of AI, so where people like, there's this new model called Kimi, right? It's called Kimi, right? So Kimi, if you go and check, this is from China, and the company is called Moonshot, right? So this Moonshot, the company who runs the show, they're actually like most of the time they are like probably most of them are in your age. And of course, this is even funded by Chinese government, billions of dollars. But forget that for a moment. The guys who are running this show, of course, now it's valued at $100 billion. My goodness! So it took Facebook and Microsoft almost 10, 20 years to go into that level. But now they are becoming, if you go and check the AI companies, right? It's over 100 billion, most of them. 100 billion, my goodness, it's, our GDP is even Sri Lankan GDP is, less than that, right? So we'll talk about that later. But so my question is, why can't you become one? I'm not asking you, all of you to go and start businesses, but why can't we do a business? Right? Start small, but you can. Only thing is you have to know exactly what's happening. So I don't want all of you to go and start AI businesses. No, that's not the point. But if you want, you can even do that after this course. Learn in the basics. But my point is not that. Just do something. If your point is to do a PhD, do it well, do it productively, do it smart. If you want to finish your degree, do it smart, right? Or if you want to start your business, do it smart. If you want to do your job smarter, if it takes 40 hours, do it in 1 hour and allocate your time even for have fun. That's it. Anyway, so I hope you got the point. So if you do that, you will be able to achieve that. So that's why I'm saying this is just not a course to watch, a course to build things. So do that, please. And we'll talk about what is really the missing pieces that we need to understand. Right. Any questions up to this point? Any questions, guys and girls? Anything? Please feel free, right? There's nothing to worry about talking. I don't know much of Tamil, even though I can understand it. I can speak it back, but you can speak in other languages. All right, so let's go a little bit, more on this. So basically, 2 hours a week, 10 weeks a season, and 3 seasons. So I just want to have a bit of fun with this. So every Tuesday, today only, like, because I couldn't start yesterday. So we'll have Sri Lankan time on 7:30 to 9:30. So for me, it's like almost 10:20 now. It'll be online and it'll be recorded and it'll be posted in YouTube as well as that's my own course site called Podia. That's also it will be also available with that some course notes and stuff like that. And there'll be another session for people specifically who are interested in cybersecurity. I am named it as bug bounty and agentic cybersecurity. Right. And if you are coming from different places in the world, yeah, these are the times. So I'm in Perth, so it's 10 to midnight. Right. So what we cover, of course, foundations, very important. As an example, how and what is a neural network? So if you go to Google, no, what is it? Playground, right? TensorFlow Playground. This I've been using for the last, I don't know how many years, right? So you need to know what is a neural network, even what is AI, and what the hell is this AI, right? So, and what is the difference between AI and computer science? So we know all basics. I know, please be very kind. I know there can be people who already done courses on AI, right? So, but still don't go. Just what do you call that? Receiving, patiently be with me. There can be things that you might need to know a little bit more. As an example, what do you really mean by a neuron? And who came up with the idea of neuron? So we'll go with the history, we'll go talk about the stories, and we'll talk about why even these neural networks exist in the world and what is the difference between this neural network and the what you call the illustrated transformer. Everybody talking about transformer. එක තැනකදී මේ මම දන්න ප්‍රොෆෙසර් කෙනෙක් වගේ කෙනෙක් ඇහුවා ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆෝමර් කියන්නේ අර ෆිල්ම් එකේ තියෙන ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆෝමර්ද කියලා, right? ඉතින් එහෙම කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා. එහෙනම් ඇත්ත කතාව මේ මොකද්ද මේ ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆෝමර් එකක් කොහොමද මේ නියුරල් නෙට්වර්ක් එකක් වෙන්නේ? ඉතින් බේසික්ස් ටික දැනගන්න ඕනේ අපි නේ. ඉතින් මේ නියුරල් නෙට්වර්ක් ලේයර්ස් වලින් මොනවද කරන්නේ? ඒ ලේයර් එකට නියුරෝන් දැම්මම මොකද වෙන්නේ එක එක ලේයර් එකට? ඉතින් මේ ටික ඔක්කොම අපි ඉගෙන ගමු ලොජිකලි සහ ඇත්තටම මෙහෙම උනේ කොහොමද කියන අදහසත් එක්ක. සහ එක එක නියුරල් නෙට්වර්ක් මොන ඒවටද පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් අර ඔක්කොම දැනගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොයි වෙලාවෙවත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වොරි වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අලුත් දෙයක් කරද්දී. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා තියොරිටිකලි මොකද්ද මේකේ වෙන්නේ ඇතුලෙන් කියලා වෙලා. ඒතර වොරි වෙන්න තරක් නැහැ. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මියුසික් වලට වෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් හැමෝම අර Zuno පාවිච්චි කරලා නැත්තම් අලුතෙන් Google Gemini එකේ මොඩල් එකක් දැම්මම මම හිතන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් සින්දු හදන්න. අපිට ඒගොල්ලෝ හදනවට වඩා හැමෝම හදනවට පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් විදිහට හදන්න පුළුවන්. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් කම්පියුටේෂනල් මියුසික් දැනගත්තොත්. මතන එතන කට්ටිය දන්නේ නැති කම්පියුටේෂනල් මියුසික් කියලා ඇත්තේ නෑ. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් සිග්නල් ප්‍රොසෙසින් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මං ගිහලා ආයි ඩිග්‍රියක් කරන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ගොඩක් කට්ටිය වරද්ද ගන්න තැන මේකයි. ඒ කියන්නේ මචං මං ගිහලා මේ ඩිග්‍රියක් කරන්න ඕනද නෑ. එහෙම එකක් අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. You can learn some of the basics very easily. Go on Khan Academy නැත්තම් ගිහලා ටක් ගාලා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. Okay, come back. Now you know AI. How do I change music in a way? අර මෙදස් ටිකක් අර මාකට් වෙච්ච සින්දුවක් තිබ්බා. මට මතක නෑ අර හයි අපි ඊට පස්සේ බලමු අර ලංකාවේ බෙර ගහන සින්දුවකටක් මාකට් වුණා. එතකොට ඒක කොහොමද වෙනස් විදිහට කරන්නේ? හරි. අන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් අපිට රීක්‍රියේට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට එජ් එකක් හම්බ වෙන හැම වෙලටම if you are starting to run a business or starting to run your own application, you get an edge because you know the theory. Am I clear? හැමෝටම මේ කතාව තේරෙනවද? Guys, give me feedback, girls. Thanks.
Yes, I got it. Very clear.
Yeah, so it's thanks. It's very important to have that edge, right? So that's why I'm saying මෙතනින් දැන් මේ course එකේ මම කියන්නේ researchersලා හදන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ PhD කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. ඉස්සරට PhD නැති වෙනවා. හැමෝම researchersලා වෙනවා. හරිද? මම PhD කරපු එකේද මගේ job එකම මම handle කරගන්නවා. There's no need of PhDs. But you need to have that mindset of a PhD guy. So then it's marvelously will help. And don't worry too much about all the negatives that ඇත්ත තමයි මෙහෙම දේවල් වෙනවා jobs නැති වෙනවා. හැබැයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ level එකට ආවොත් එහෙම ඔයගොල්ලෝ තාම පොඩි ළමයි වුණත් ගොඩක් කියන්නේ just pass out on school but still doesn't really matter because you'll have a niche segment. So one of my colleagues called me and said one of his cousins young person came to Australia to start cyber security. And what happened was because there's no internships jobs මෙයා හිතලම fail වෙලාලු courses ඊට පස්සේ දැන් brick layering කරනලු. ඉතින් ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ brick layering jobs ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආයතන brick layering කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය basically ඉතින් නේ brick layering කියවම නේ. මේක පර්ෆර්තරත් දැක්කන පර්ෆර්තර එක මම මෙහෙන්නේ නේද? ඉතින් මේ jobs වල සෑහෙන opportunities තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මෙයා මේ course එක කරලා campus එකේ උගන්වනවා මේක. Right? So එහෙම කියලා අර negative පැත්තට යන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So have that edge. Okay. The other thing is never ever මේක මම කියන්නේ කිසිම අවුලකට නෙමෙයි never ever trust an employer. ඒ කියන්නේ not to have hard feelings. හරි? එහෙම වරද්ද ගන්න එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ තමන්ගේ දැන්ට work කරන කෙනෙක් නම් employer ට කියලා බයින්ඩ් එහෙම කරන්න යන්න එපා. එහෙම දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. ඉගෙන ගන්න අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මම හැමෝටම කියන එකක් තමයි මුලින්ම යන්න ඕනේ හොඳ employer කෙනෙක් ගාවට ගිහිල්ලා කට්ට කාලේ ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නැතුව කෙලින්ම business කරන්න පටන් ගන්න හොඳ නැහැ. That's just wrong advice. හරි? එහෙම chances හම්බ වෙන සමහර කට්ටියට that's okay, but best thing is to get some experience from a company. Sri Lankan companies are really great, especially software industry. මොකද crush කරනවා අපේ කට්ටියව. ඒක හොඳ දෙයක් මම කියන්නේ. ඒක හොඳ දෙයක්, නරක දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. හරි සමහර කට්ටිය කැමති නෑ. So you'll get some bad experience, that's also is good. But at one point you have to understand, okay, I had to start something my own. It can be a startup, a business, whatever you call it. It doesn't really matter. So have that mindset to start something small. Anyway, I said enough about it. Anyway, so now, the main logic here, as you all can see, foundations are needed. So I will cover things like, okay, how the machines actually work or learn, large language models, prompting, ඒවා ටික. හරි? So but AI වල basics උත් මම cover කරනවා. පොඩ්ඩක් සමහරට කම්මැලි හිතෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වෙලාවට. Don't worry, it's very important. Then of course, what are these things called tools and MCPs or graphs, right? Or lang graphs or agentic teams, red teaming, blah blah blah, and cybersecurity related. Again, do I want to learn cybersecurity? No, not that idea. Like I said, it's like learning the basics of cyber, and that can be very valuable. Whatever the business you are running, right? Whatever the business you are running, it doesn't really matter because you know the basics, you will never fail. That's the thing. Because most of the AI businesses do fail. We'll talk later. It does happen, right? Anyway, and then agentic economy, get paid. Turn skills into income. This is the other thing that you want to do. So make sure, now there are hard rules in this class. This is not a class, actually sessions, that let's build something. So please, there can be people who are already running your businesses. There can be business which is not bit related, that's fine, but you can relate it with AI. If you're running I don't know, like Uber-like business, selling food over Uber, make it a little bit different, right? So that can be better. You can have a WhatsApp AI agent or something, voice agent. I know a lot of Sri Lankan companies are doing that, doing it really well as well, which is great. So you can build it your own, and you can build small operating systems for different tasks, and you can sell it. Anyway, the logic is how you convert your skills into income. Most of the time, our Sri Lankan mindset is always, so how do you sell your income? Or sorry, how do you sell your skill? Doing a job, doing a job. No, you can go beyond that. Now this is the golden age. අර ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා තියෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ මේ ඇමරිකාවේ තිබ්බ කාලයක් හැමෝටම අස්සෝති රටේ තමයි ගොඩක් රට හම්බුනේ මට ෆිල්ම් එක මතක නැහැ මූවි එකක් තියෙනවා බලන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම එක තැනකට එන්න කියනවා ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා ගිහිල්ලා කොඩි ගහලා තියෙන අක්කර 50 60 100 200 බ්ලොක්ස් වල ඊට වැඩි මම අක්කර 10 1000 ගහලා තිබ්බා මං හිතන්නේ ගිහිල්ලා මුලින්ම කොඩි අල්ලගත්ත එක්කෙනාට ඉතින් ඒ සම්පූර්ණ ඉඩමමයි තියෙනවා අක්කර 1000 2000 right ඉතින් එහෙම ෆන් ගේම්ස් තිබිලා තියෙනවා අවුරුදු ගන්නට කලින්. ඒතර මොකද ඒ කාලේ තෙල් එක්ස්ට්‍රැක්ට් කරන්න ගත්ත කාලේ ඇමරිකාවේ. හරි. සමහර කාලවල රත්තරන් සමහර කාල අන්න ඒ වගේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ කාලයක් තමයි අවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් guys don't get demotivated or I don't know. Don't say it's not for me. No, it's for you, all of us. Right? So make sure you understand where we are sitting right now or standing right now and get use out of it. Don't get disappointed another 1 year's time. එහෙම කියලා අයියෝ මට තමයි කරගන්න එහෙම කලබල වෙලා කරන්න වැඩක් නෙමෙයි right එහෙම දෙයක් අවශ්‍ය නැහැ right so take it slowly but you have your own opportunity sir, yeah please go ahead yes
sir I think I was your past student so I have
no, yeah please go ahead go ahead
currently like I did computer science and specialized with cyber security at University of California.
Okay.
So I think you and Kalpa Colors sir and Damit sir, Damika sir, I think you remember those.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I completed that degree. Currently, I work as a remote software engineer for a Australian company. So also like I, as you are saying, I am building my like SaaS startup in the middle, in the like working 9 to 5.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but I think also I have in my like I have an idea like I want to do the MSc in AI kind of thing. But right. I specialize in cybersecurity, but these years like past 2-3 years. So is it better to like focus on the work and do the startup or
really good question. Thank you for asking that. What is your good name?
I'm Kapilan sir.
Kapilan. Okay, Kapilan. Yeah. So thank you for asking that question. It can be something that all of people are here or watching this live or maybe who watch the recording. Now, the question is like, what would be the ideal thing to do as masters? Because when you have a degree, most of the time we love to do a master's or a PhD. There's no problem in that. But my always right now the advice would be, and also part of his question is now he's doing cybersecurity. So is it okay to move from? Yeah. So the logic is always if you start thinking, not to worry really about the specialty that you wanted to study, but rather the specialty that you want to be in. Say as an example, if you are right now a remote software engineer, which is great, so then you need to have skills in that area. So my quick suggestion is, okay, if you really want to do a master's, yeah, go for that. But the more important thing is plan out for the next 5-10 years. So where you should be in, you want to be USA or to be Sri Lanka and start a remote business or whatever. So think about that seriously and work with that for 6 months. And at the same time, if you want to build skills, do a certification. So my point is this always. Once you have that going, say your business and your work performance, then you know exactly the skill that you need. Right. So if it is the case where you need more technical skills in software, better to do some mastery in software skills. If you want to get more skills on cyber or AI, do mastery in AI. And again, I don't want you, I'm not saying not to do anything in Sri Lanka, but there's always opportunity to do, say, mastery courses online for a very smaller fee. So try it out. So what I'm saying is not that Sri Lankan masters are bad or something, but rather you have so many options these days. In Coursera, you can, for $50, you can do thousands of courses for free. Yeah, yes, Kapilan, go ahead if you have another question.
Uh, I think, sir, you're right. I think I got the idea. Like I like watching YouTube videos and like doing some project on the GitHub and
Yes,
following
yes, yes.
other founders. I think I got the idea, but I thought like for the certification kind of thing, we have to complete the degree as a MSc in AI
No,
and
exactly. So no. I understand your question. So now this is the important part here. So I'm not, never asking anyone not to stop studying. So that's not the point. But the problem is a lot of people are studying because they want to have that qualification, master level or
yeah.
even certification. I want to have CISSP. I want to be OSCP. I want to do say some cloud certification. But that's the wrong way of doing that. So now we need to think little bit different. uh, just for the moment, forget about your job for the moment, but think about your business. I want to master my business. Now it's $0, right? It's only
Yeah.
$0. සතයක්වත්
Yes.
ගන්න නැහැ, හරි? But for within 1 year, I want to earn $5,000 per month. It's not a bad aim, no? $5,000 per month after 1 year, it's not a bad thing. Or maybe you can assume, okay, I work really hard. I want to make it a $1 million business. Oh, lovely. So if you want to do that, what would be my mastery skills? එතකොට
Mm.
අන්න බලන්න, all right, I want to master, of course, AI and cybersecurity. So go and find initially, if you don't want to go and commit yourself to 2 years in Sri Lanka for a mastery, go and do a certification in that area and go and do the cheapest one. Don't go and do the most expensive certification in the world. It's not the point. I hope you got my concept, right? So it's
Yes, sir.
always about try to master. Now think about your job. You have to high perform your job. You have to go and become a senior. What are the skills that I need to work with? But remember, you have to always plan out your career for the next 5, 10 years. Now there can be people who want to go abroad to UK, to nomadic countries like Denmark. So then of course you are doing the master. That's fine, that's okay. I'm not against it at all, because your plan is to go away from Sri Lanka for the moment and set up in somewhere else, then do the masters if that's the requirement. But here in this course, what I'm trying to pitch is always go wherever you love to go. It doesn't really matter it is in Antarctica or even Norelia, right? Even in the future, even at Norelia, if you have enough 5G or good connection with Elon's whatever it is, right? So then you can start your business. But the point is, business whatever, plan it out. And the thing is, you will never do it. The other point, I'm not a productivity guru or something. Be consistent, work on it, and make sure you have goals. Monthly goal, sorry, 6 month, 1 year goal, 6 months goal, 1 month goal, 1 week goal. So as an example here, as you can see, when you do automation, there's no point if you're not reading the automation. So I had to every day go and check these things, right? So there are several areas that I'm working on: investor intelligence, product development, smart contract security. Make sure you involve with it, right? So that is the only thing that a lot of people says doing a master's is fun. At least after 2 years, I get the master's. So logic එක හරි වැදගත්. ඒකින්ද මේ master's කරන concept එක නවත්තන්න එපා. ඒක තියාගන්න. හැබැයි වෙන්න ඕනේ master's එක කරන්න නැත්නම් within 6 months make sure you achieve something. It can be from $0 to 10,000, $100. ඒක හරි ඇති. එතකොට that's what Kapilan, I think I answered you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Perfect. Thank you for answering the question. So anyone else? So in the first 2, 3 sessions, yeah, we need to make sure everybody's in the same page. But again, I'm saying summary, you have to be good researchers and start your own business and do things. It doesn't really matter. You may be in a degree, you'll be just starting a degree, you're doing a course and blah, blah, blah. Try to do something. It can be selling your, so let's do a few things, getting together. Like we'll all develop a mobile application and we will actually, put it to, what is it? Android store and also Apple store. That will do in these sessions. We all will be doing, whether you like it or not. We'll all write a book and we will publish it, and we'll all write a paper and publish it. Likewise, there'll be few things that we all are doing, and also we will all develop a personal operating system. How many of you have a personal operating system which runs on AI? Don't worry, you don't have to use paid software. You can use something like Olama and then do it. So as an example, I have Olama here. I think I have it. I'm not using this regularly, but you guys can see my screen, right? Oops. Yeah, so you can say Olama. So then I can basically run, I can't even remember how to run that. Yeah, so I can run, this is a very old model, sorry about it. So I can run one, and then you can run an operating system. So how many of you are running your own, say as an example here, in my case, I have a Lakmal operating system. So it knows all my secrets, what I'm doing, my goals, my ID number, my, personal finance stuff. So how many of you are running it? So anyone here have a nice dashboard? Something similar to this, where it's like see your dashboard where everything that I do and things like that. How many of you have it? So all your areas in your life, blah blah blah. So we'll do that as well. Don't worry, right? If you want, you can run it on Hermes, or you can run it in your own computer. Oh, okay. You can have your own operating system. How do you learn? So this is something that I have developed. So you will also learn it. So right, so these are courses that I'm following. So actually this does a lot of things. I can just give the links here. It will download things, right, automatically, and extract things and just put in and create a course. So some of them are done illegal. I will let you know how to do that, but I'm not saying how to illegal download courses. You have to go and buy courses. But anyway, so if it is about this one, it's 24 GB. It has 800 lessons. Oh, sorry, 100 lessons. Blah blah blah, right? So you will develop that. So this guy is really great. So I think you have to pay the course and get it. I'm not. And also there's another one that I'm running. Probably you guys have seen my newsletters that I'm hosting. So what it does is, so I do run it in operating system, small operating system sort of. So I have multiple these brands that I'm planning to run. So few I'm already published in my LinkedIn. So what I do is, so hereafter don't read that if you ever read it. This මේ මිනිස්සයා මේ AI වලින් දාලා දෙන්නේ මෙයා ලියන එකක් නෙමෙයි කියලා කියන්න තියෙන්න එපා. මේක මගේ points තමයි මම දාන්නේ. But the point is that always I can basically say go to the calendar, and I can basically today's fifth, sixth, but fifth, right? So I can compose my AI coach newsletter or say research course newsletter. So then I can say, I can give some details and I can run it, and then automatically it will create and it will give. So as an example, this is something that has already developed earlier. So if I go and check cyber coach newsletter, so even see, it gives the newsletter, right? It gives the image, right, to save, and also it gives what to say in when the LinkedIn post comes in. Even that is created. I hope you got the point, right? So again, I'm not saying generate everything from this, and no, that's not the point. But you can develop it. So we'll develop all these things, and there are so many other applications that I've developed, mobile applications to other things, right? So there are so much of things developed. But the point is not to use Cloud Code or Codex or even Hermes or any other agentic tool and just create a software and just try to sell it. No, learn the basics, and even you should be able to hack it and convert it to a different thing. So that knowledge you will get through the course, right? Yes, any other questions? I hope the logic is clear, right? Does it allow to track multiple projects in one place rather than separate sessions? What do you mean by that, uh, tracking multiple projects? You mean like, if you can talk, that's fine. Otherwise, can you clarify the question a bit? You meant by Hermes or just any large language model? You can just type in the question again, no worries. So if you can clarify the question, I can answer. Anyone else having questions? So I think we are clear about what we are doing, right? Any questions, please ask. So in summary, we'll all learn these concepts and you will use it. Maybe, like I said, it's to automate some of your life activities, even your job activities, right? Or to run your business or to do your degree better. And probably second or third session, I'll tell you how to even write your thesis or write a paper, but not to copy paste the paper. A proper way of doing it in a legal way, right? How to write a book in a legal way rather than just asking, ChatGPT or Claude to generate a book and just copy paste it. No, there are legal ways and proper ways and ethical ways of doing things. We will learn because we are always trying to learn the basics, right? Anyway, so that's fine. So you like understand how modern AI works and data, neural networks, LLM agents, build LLM apps, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now let's do a quick activity. So just for fun, right? Because I've been talking a lot. So let me share a file Somebody asked a question. Give me a second. So do you use anything like HME assistant or anything similar to automate device as well, along with your yes, we'll talk it about Samuel. So yeah, so you can share your thoughts and your experience as well. I know Samuel being having a lot of experience. Others also, I'm just telling you, please. I know there are people who are, I know by name some of you, right? So please share your experiences that can be really valuable for people who are still fresh. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share this to my WhatsApp. Just give me a second, guys. I will share this now. So this is small, quick file, a Python notebook file. Today I'm going to share it in my WhatsApp, and by tomorrow I will share all the links to my course folder and everything. So guys, if you want, you can just download it. It's a quick download. So what you're supposed to do, go to uh, go to Google and go to that's actually the link is actually Colab, right? Google Colab. I ran it once, but let me do it again. Go to Google. It's so quick, right? So quick. Only thing is you have to just log into a Gmail. It's free. I'll upload the notebook. I'll drag and drop. Yep. You guys can also do it. You will learn a lot by doing this. So the point is, uh, I mean, like we'll do a lot of activities. So don't worry to do things. It's really, really, really fast. You will learn things really, really fast if you use the same approach. While you're doing that, let me answer some of the questions. And I'm working on different repos, different projects, where blah, blah, blah. I use mostly coding agents in terminal. It's hard to track my, okay, now I understand. It's hard to keep track of these projects in one place. Is this like a personal project? Okay. Right. So, AK, now the thing is this, it depending on how you manage your projects. So if you do work with something like Hermes, which is like a agentic, I would say, enhancer, right? Then you need to clearly specify the boundaries or the context. So some people will not understand. Don't worry, right? So then it's your responsibility to give up the context and build up this what you call the. It has different types of files. Now, as an example, if it's a Claude code, it has this .claude files. So you can give the context and the project scope and everything. So in Hermes, they have these different types of file. We talk about these agent enhancers, and then you can specify which context that you're working, how you're using the memory and all that. So then you can run multiple projects at once. So what I do normally is, yes, Hermes also I run these agents or the agentic automations. Then I have given very clearly context windows. At the same time, when I build these larger software pieces, what I do normally would be I'll use Claude Code, Codex, as well as anti-gravity. Then it's easier with their own context spaces to manage things. Others, don't worry, we will be doing all these things, right? So meantime, please go to Colab and just drag and drop this. It automatically have the table of contents. We'll run this for fun. Don't worry if you don't understand anything. Today we're going to run it fast. Then That's another question. I'm pursuing a degree in IT, not taken an AI module. So please provide advice to where should I? Don't worry, you come to this, right? So otherwise, don't worry. I'm going to give you these resource files. If you don't want to come to the classes, that's fine. All these sessions doesn't really worry. I'll give you the online resources. There are thousands of them. My goodness. So that's why. ඒ කියන්නේ මගේ එකට මම එන්න කියනවට ඒක හරිය නැති හින්දා නිකන් මම කියන්නේ මෙතෙන්ට આવොත් ඔයගලන්ට අවශ්‍ය දැනුම සරල විදියට මම සෙටප් කරලා දෙනවා. ඒ වගේම දෙයක් කරලා පෙන්නනවා. සහ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දෙයක් කරනවා. එතකොට don't worry. AI ගිහලා AI කෝස් එකක් කරන්න එපා. එහෙම අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. ගොඩක් කට්ටිය හිතන්නේ මම දැන් ඩිග්‍රියක් කරනවා. මම තව ඩිග්‍රියක් කරන්න ඕනද? ඒක වැරදි කතාවක්. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. තමන් කරන ඩිග්‍රිය ගැන worry වෙන්න එපා. කවදාවත් දුක් වෙන්නත් එපා. කරන එක හරියට කරන්න. ඒක මේ ආර්ට් ඩිග්‍රියක් කරන්න ඒක හරියට කරොත් එහෙම AI ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. කවුරු හරි කියනවා නම් එහෙම AI ඉගෙන ගන්න බෑ කියලා ඒක බොරුවක්. මැතමැටික්ස් නැතුව AI ඉගෙන ගන්න බෑ කියලා පට්ටපල් බොරුවක්. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. දැන් මම සාමාන්‍ය හැමෝටම කියන එකක් තමයි මැත්ස් දන්නේ නැත්නම් AI කරන්න බෑ කියලා කියන්නේ බොරුවක්. හැබැයි maths දැනගන්න ඕනේ maths වල concepts ටික. ඒතර මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කරන්නේ දෙනවා මේ domain of science එකේ තියෙනවා mathematics පොඩි වීඩියෝ එකක් තියෙනවා. මුලින්ම මෙන්න මේක බලන්න කියලා කියනවා. හරි? the map of mathematics. දැන් මේක go through කරලා මම මුලින්ම දැන් ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක මේ සමාහට කරයි හරියට maths ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන නම් හරි counting කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඉතින් counting කියලා කියන්නේ මේ අමාරු mathematical principle එකක් නෙමෙයි. මේ counting එක අවුරුදු 50ක් තිස්සේ මේ වැද්දොත් කරපු දෙයක්. හරි ආස් දිහා බලාගෙන. ඉතින් මේක තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් ඩෙවලොප් වෙලා ඇල්ජිබ්‍රා බවට පත් උනේ. මේ කවුන්ටිං වලින් තමයි පටන් ගත්තේ මැත්ස් කියන එක. ඊට පස්සේ පියෝ මැත්ස්. ඊට පස්සේ පියෝ මැත්ස් වල මිනිස්සු හිතන්න පටන් ගත්තා එක එක ෆන් එකට. ඉතින් ගොඩක් වෙලා අපි දැක්කනවා ඊක්වේෂන් දැක්කම මිනිස්සු බය වෙනවා. එතන කවුද ඉන්නේ ඊක්වේෂන් දැක්කම බය නැති කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? ඉතින් බය වෙන්න එපා ඒක කියන්නේ. confidence equation දෙකම ආසි දෙනෙක් කියනවාද කවුරු හරි? එහෙම පට්ට ෂෝක්. It's really good. And so a lot of people see a equation බය වෙනවා. එහෙනම් බය වෙන්න ඕන මෙතන තියෙන concept එක. concept එක ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඇයි අපි මේ imaginary numbers කියලා ඕන වෙන්නේ? අන්න ඒක දැනගත්තාම ඔයා ආඩ්ඩික් දෙකකට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. එතකොට පුතා ඔයා අහන ප්‍රශ්නේ දුව හරි. Many people says that needs to solid mathematical background for understand. No, එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ අදහස් කරන්නේ maths ඕනේ නැහැ කියන එක maths ඕනේ. හරි. logic එක තියෙන්නේ අනිවාර්ය මාකට් ප්‍රශ්න හරියටම හරි ගොඩක් කට්ටිය මැත්ස් කෝස් එකක් කරන්න ඕන දන. එහෙම එකක් ඕනේ නැහැ. මුලින්ම ගිහලා මෙන්න මේ වීඩියෝ එක බලන්න. මේ වීඩියෝ එක බලලා තේරුම් ගන්න මොකද්ද pure maths applied maths. ඊට පස්සේ ඉගෙන ගන්න numbers. ඇයි ඔන්නේ real numbers කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකේ මොකද්ද අපිට AI වලට ඕන වෙන්නේ. ඔන්න logic කියලා සරල විදිහට හිතන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න. කොලයක් කරලා ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න. අපි කතා කරමු ඉස්සරහට. ගොඩක් කට්ටිය පටල ගන්නේ maths වල තියෙන ගිහලා differential calculus කරන්න ඕනේද? නෑ ඊට කලින් කරන්න ඕන දේවල් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඊට කලින් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ මොනවද natural numbers මොකක්ද මේ වෙනස ඊට පස්සේ සරලව හිතන්න ඕනේ real numbers කොතැනද පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ ඕක හිතන්න ඩිග්‍රියක් ඕනේ නැහැ මොක පහවසන ළමෙක්ට guys I think I lost my connection for a moment can you guys still hear me
yes but the screen
okay,
is
give
black.
me yeah so give me a second no I know what happened because I'm running a lot of things. So I crashed my Chrome. That's okay. Just give me a second. You guys can run things. I will restore this one. So next time I'll be more prepared because I'm doing a live session for after a long time. So I'm still running all my stuff. That's the problem. Yeah, so that's fine. So I was saying, so today I will not run things, but your question is very important. Even in this session, you will feel a lot of issues if you don't know the basic stuff. So I will cover this. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry. I will cover these basics. I will go through this video with you guys and you'll understand. මේකද මේ maths කියන්නේ. එතකොට එකපාරට මම ගිහිල්ලා වෙලා right ඊට පස්සේ මම හැමෝම එක්කගෙන යනවා හැමෝටම කියනවා මේක බලන්න කියලා වෙලා 3 blue 1 brown ගේ videos හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝම බලලා නැත්තම් බලන්න පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන් දැම්මම මේකේ එකපාරට ගිහිල්ලා දැන් 3 blue 1 brown ගේ differential calculus video එක බලන්න පටන් ගත්තොත් මෙයාගේ තියෙනවා playlist එක differential calculus කියලා වෙලා බලමුකෝ ඒකට යමු differential equations දැන් මෙයාගේ මේ එකපාරට නේ මම බලලා තියෙනවා ගොඩක් ඒවා එකපාරටම ගිහිල්ලා මේකේ මේ equation බැලුවොත් එහෙම හරි එකපාරට මෙලෝදියක් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මේ මොකද්ද මේ ගුණවර්පේ right කියලා හිතනවා හැබැයි මෙයාගේ මුලින් ඉඳලා බැලුවොත් එහෙම ඉතින් මම ගොඩක් ලාට කියන්නේ මෙයාගේ ගිහිල්ලා මුලින්ම maths videos ටික බලන්න අපේ 3 blue 1 brown ගේ මම මේ කලින්ම කියනවා කරන දේවල් ටික මම හිතන්නේ පැහැදිලි ඇත්තේ. ඒතර මම කරන්න ගිහිල්ලා 3 blue 1 brown concepts ටික මම උගන්වනවා. හැබැයි මම එයාට අවශ්‍ය credibility දෙන්න ඕනේ හින්දා මෙයාගේ මේ initially ගිහිල්ලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගිහිල්ලා essence of linear algebra ගත්තාම AI හැම දෙයක්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. vectors ඉගෙන ගත්ත ගමන් AI වල 100%ක්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලේසියෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. පුතා වගේ මට නම පේන්නේ I think you got the point right? Are you clear about it? So don't worry. If you're doing IT degree, don't worry, go and do another AI degree. No, you don't need to. You don't have to go and do a mathematics degree. The world is very, very clear. So, and there are so many other ways to learn things. I will teach them as well, right? There are so many easy ways of learning mathematics, right? I will even, you can come to these sessions and you will learn it. Or I can even tell you directly. You can go to ChatGPT. ඊට ගිහිල්ලා පුළුවන් මේක මම පොඩි දෙයක් ඕනනම් කරලා පෙන්නන්න සරල දෙයක් වගේ. මෙන්න මෙහෙම අහන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ට right ඔන්න මේකත් ඉගෙන ගන්න I need to learn calculus using මොනවාද stories I love Sri Lankan politics I don't know you guys love Sri Lankan politics so teach me basics of calculus using SL politics let's get use cases. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති නැත්තම් මේවට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති මොකද්ද අපේ දෙරණ යන මේ නාට්‍යයක් නම් නාට්‍ය ගන්න. හරි මම මේක ඩීටේල් මම හදලා පෙන්නන්නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. මේ දැනට මේ එක්සැම්පල් එක මම දුන්නේ. එතන chat GPT එකට තව කරේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. right එතකොට අපිට බේසික් අමාරු ඩිෆරන්ෂියල් කැල්කියුලස් උනත් කරකවලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. පැහැදිලිද? මම හිතන්නේ ඔළුවට ගියා ඇතිනේ concept එක. ඒකින්ද ඉස්සර yeah, so I think so we will talk about it. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Anyway, but today it's very important to understand where we are heading and what we are supposed to do. Then Sandaru, so can you kindly post a WhatsApp channel joining link here? I need to follow up this series. Oh, no worries. I will do that, Sandaru. Yes, we'll do that. Right. Anyone else having questions? Yeah, so මේ වගේ හරි අමාරු දෙයක් නම් සරල විදිහට ඉගෙන ගන්න ක්‍රම තියෙනවා, but don't worry. මේක මම කරනවා ක්ලාස් එක මම මේ සමහර කට්ටියට ආයි කවදාවත් ආවෙ නැතත් next session එකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේකෙන් වැඩි කොට දා ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. Any questions? Any other questions? All good up to this point?
So, I have one doubt regarding this Olama. So
Okay.
Yeah, so in that case, like to run a particular agent or model in the own laptop or device.
Yep.
So I use Olama for that one. So
yeah,
first I was tried running own models like Gemma Pro, that 4-bit quantization model.
Yep.
So it took some resources and things, and like the own device can't handle those workloads.
Yeah, but
so then I took with
yes.
Open Router and
yes.
the free
yes.
APIs things like
yes.
NVIDIA Remoter and all.
Yes. Yes.
So that context length, like the token have been used very quickly.
Yes.
So is there any solution or something like to
yes.
do with that?
Yes. So what's your good name? Kavintan? Oh, sorry, Abhishantan. Yeah, Abhishantan. So for other people who don't understand this, so this Olama is what I just showed you here. So it's a way that you can run a large language model like ChatGPT locally in your computer. So it's so easy. So what you have to do is just download this software called Olama. There are other tools also, and then it gives these models. Abhishantan, give me 1 minute. I'm giving the idea for others, right? So if you want to, for different reasons, because you don't want to pay money for ChatGPT, Claude, and other things, you have to run things, locally. So then what you can do is there are models freely available where you can download it and run your own computer. Now, the one thing is to run these models, one thing you have to have a good CPU. If you have a GPU, great, that's lovely. And the other thing is you need to have memory. So Abhishantan's question was, he was using this one. So Olama you can download. Even so, see, I'm running this one. So I'm always getting this one to give example. As an example, I want to make a bomb. හරි bomb කියලා. මම මේක ගොඩක් වෙලා සයිබර් ළමයින්ට තමයි උගන්වන්නේ. හරි bomb කියෝගා මෙයා දෙනවා I'm assuming you don't need the bomb as an explosive device. යාට උගන්වන්න බෑ කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට මේකද මේකලා මේක ට්‍රේන් කරලා තියෙන්නේ ඒක guard rails නැතුව. ඒ කියන්නේ guard rails ඇතුව. So it has guard rails, so it will not run it. So I have to say go quit. Sorry. I think I can remember the command says it quit or exit. I think exit. Oops. I know. Quit. Give me a second. So my point is, so I have one called uncensored one. No, maybe it's exit here, right? Exit or quit. Yeah. Okay. So there's one I think I ran earlier called Llama uncensored. Oops. No, sorry. So I've run it the other day. Just give me a quick session. I can't find it right now. So the point is, you can run an uncensored one and you can even ask for a bomb, how to make a bomb. Anyway, now let's go to the question that Abhishantan asked. So now the problem is when you want to run your local models, first is your CPU, the other one is your memory. Because when you talk about any large language model, it runs with the context. Even ChatGPT or anything else, it always asks for a context. So now the problem is if you don't have proper memory, it will just keep killing your computer, which what just happened to me, right? So I use a lot of software. So at one point it just go out of your memory space. Then, so there are ways and techniques that you can use. There are some models, some agent enhancers where it tries to maximize the memory usage. And there are some tools which you can run where remove unnecessary memory spaces. So there are so many ways or things that you can do. At the same time, when you're picking up your model, so you said you are using a very new model, right? So, but there are some models which uses things quite optimum way. So you have to do a bit of a research and then you have to figure out what to use. Am I clear, Abhishantan? Don't worry,
Yes.
we'll talk about it in a very detailed way. How even how a model works. When you know the difference between how Kimi works and how a GLM works, then it's much easier. And of course, then you can use something like Open Router, which has so many better options, where you'll be able to go through a very, I would say, more cost optimum model. So we learn that as well, right? And there are so many other options these days. There are so many options, and you can of course use kind of a VPS if you want to, and there are other solutions. So we'll talk about all these things. Am I clear?
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, now we'll run this. So this is just for fun. You guys can do this with me if you want, because then you know, okay, we ran some code as well. So if you never ran anything on a, say, cloud service. So this is Colab is Google's way of running what you called as like um, basic code. So here is a Python code that you're running, but I think it supports Rust and some other languages as well, right? So then what you have to do is here you can connect to one of those cloud services. When you're connecting, of course, if you pay a little bit, you can connect to really great, uh, it's like VPS, like virtual private servers. Then, of course, a lot of people are using it. Then the Abhishantan's question. So we can sometimes using Google VPS services to do fun activities and running your own local models as well. That possibility is also there. Even here in this example, we are running a quick local model, right? Which is a very simple one, and we are working it around. So I don't want to take a long time. It's always been 1 hour. So we'll do quick run. Now, don't worry if you don't understand everything, but you can do it freely. When you're coming to the next week session, make sure you run this and do some testing and come. Anyway, so you can go one by one. Where are we running? We are running it in Google Colab, which is a service, and there are some other services as well giving the same thing. It's like giving a free computer, and obviously you can run it in your own computer, not a problem, right? And so we can just run it. First of all, you have to connect, and of course it runs on 12 GB memory, and this space is almost 100 GB, which is great, right? So you can, I think I am in a pro model, maybe because that's the reason. In your case, it can be a little bit lower than this, right? Anyway, so if you don't know Python, again, don't worry, right? So it runs on 3.12, machine is x84 64, and running on there, right? That's fine. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to install an AI library. So this is where we are downloading AI library which supports Python called transformers. This is from PyTorch. So we are going to download it, and for the first time it says we are downloading it for Hugging Face. Okay, lovely. So we are coming into a world called Hugging Face. Funny name, right? Hugging Face. You want to hug your face or whatever. But this is a place. It's wonderful, right? It's a magical place, guys. If you have never been there, don't worry. You will go here after every day. Uh, but guys, like, please create an account and start using this. Like, it's a marvelous place for you to learn things. And the coolest thing is, if you go and if you want to learn large language models, AIs, and blah 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 blah, this is not only large language models, there are other AI models as well. And the fun thing is, okay, that other thing that I couldn't say, like, we'll learn how to make a good GitHub profile, and we will post things to GitHub as well. And we will go into open source communities. You will post things that what you have done and build your profile while you're doing this class or the course or whatever you call it, right? Make sure that you build your profile, upskill yourself, and market yourself. Okay, I will share the Python file again to the WhatsApp. Give me a second. Sorry about it. Just give me a second, guys. My WhatsApp is running everywhere. Yeah, I think please tell me whether you can see it in the WhatsApp channel now. I hope it's okay, right? Channel link, right, Sandru? Give me a second. You want to have it probably here in Teams, right? So let me get the channel link as well. Give me a sec. Others you can set up while I'm sharing this one. Yeah, I will share this in Teams channel. So yep, all good. Yeah, I am sharing the channel link in the Teams. I hope it's okay. Lovely. So let's go back to the example. So I was just saying about Hugging Face. So make sure you get a connection done or login done, and then you can see all those great things. Like Olama, you can download at the same time from here. Also, you can download the top models. And the cool thing is there's a huge community here. So make sure you guys getting connected. It's a lovely community out there. You do your thing, you make yourself available, answer with talk with these people who are here, and also these guys on Twitter as well, Twitter, Reddit. So make sure you make yourself available. Bye වෙන්න එපා කතා කරන්න. හරි? ඔය තමයි වැදගත්. ගොඩක් කටි බය වෙනවා, බය වෙන්න එපා. එහෙම වෙන්න අවශ්‍යත් නැහැ. හරි? ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ දේවල් වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. Who cares? බැන්නත් ගණන් ගන්න එපා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ වැඩි ඉස්සරහට යන්න. ඉතින් වැදගත් දේ තියෙන්නේ මේ platforms වල ඉන්න. ඉතින් ගොඩාක් දේවල් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. හරි. Anyway, let's go back here. So now it's already installed. We are using this transformer library. Later on, make a තේරුම් නැත්නම් මොකද්ද මේක install කරන්නේ? Don't worry. හරි. නැත්නම් install කරන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒත් worry වෙන්න එපා. ඒවා අපි ඉගෙන ගමු one by one. දැනට අපි කරන්නේ මේ සරල දේවල් ටිකක්. ඉතින් ඒ විදිහටම අපි යමු ඉස්සෙල්ලා. එතකොට අපි දැන් කරන්නේ අපි මේ we are going to install a library in Python where we can basically do all the magic that we do with ChatGPT. දැන් ChatGPT කියලා ChatGPT අරගෙන අපි මෙතන එක එක වැඩ දාන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් create an image where but where all Sri Lankan presidents have and beer. ඉංග්‍රීසි නම් වැරදිද දන්නේ නැහැ. හරි කමන්නේ. හරි. එතන මේක හදනවා මේ. එතකොට අපි දැන් දැනගන්න ඕනේ AI දන්න මිනිස්සු විදියට මේක හැමෝම දන්නවා මේක මහලුකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි කියලා. හැබැයි දැන් මෙතන වෙන වැඩේ මොකද්ද මේ ස්ටෙප් වයිස් වෙන්නේ? හරි? ඉතින් අපි මේක මොකක්ද බෑකර් කියනවද දන්නේ ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් බිය බොනවා බලන්න. හරි. So guardrail එකක් තියනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන් සමහරලාට. Right. Anyway, so going back, we have to know understand what ChatGPT is doing. So ChatGPT is taking our message as a user prompt and then convert it to text, what we call tokens, and then we are sending into the ChatGPT or the model that we are using here right now. I'm using a model called GPT 5.6 Sol. I can use 5.5. There are these things called models, blah 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 blah, and then it works wrong. And again, you might wonder, මේක ඉතින් මෙයා කොහොමද මේ ඉමේජ් හදන්නේ? මේක ටෙක්ස්ට් මොඩල් එකක් නේ. ගොඩක් මේ අපි කියන්නේ මට මේ large language model කියන. language model එකෙන් කොහොමද image හදන්නේ? Oh, we can talk about all these things. Right. So, going back, so here what happens is we are going to download something similar to this what ChatGPT is using. But ChatGPT model අපිට download කරන්න බෑ ඒ විදිහට because ඒවා ගොඩාක් ලොකුයි සහ ඒවා proprietary models. ඒතර අපි කලින් කතා කරා වගේ what Prashant, I think, sorry, Abhishantan asked, you can go to Olam and download these open source models. Don't worry, we are going to learn everything. Then me putting our කතාවක් වගේ අහගෙන ඉන්න fun කතාවක් වගේ එච්චරයි. Anyway, so now what we are doing now is we are going to run. Just go back and check our presidency. No, no, right? Anyway, so then we'll go and check our first model. We are going to run a real AI model that reads text and decides whether it sounds positive or negative. Then මෙතන large language model එක අවශ්‍යත් නැහැ. මේක අපිට just AI වලින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද මේ කරන්නේ? අපි message එකක් දානවා. I am finally learning AI and it feels amazing. Oh, okay. We are doing something called sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis කියලා කියන්නේ it's a language base AI model. මේක AI කියන්නත් අවශ්‍යමත් නැහැ. ඔක සාමාන්‍ය mathematical model එකකට පාවිච්චි කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. But mostly it's like a AI model we can say. Sentiment analysis කියන්නේ good or bad, plus or positive or negative, plus or minus. Right? ඔගොල්ලෝ හැමදාම උදේ නැගිටින්න සමහර කට්ටිය මාර positive, සමහර කට්ටිය negative. අන්න ඒ වගේ දෙයක්. So we can go and ask, we going to give a text or a sentence and we are going to use this model called sentiment analysis. It's a part of this transformer library and we're asking whether this is a negative sentiment or positive one. Let's go wait and see. So it's now doing its activities. I think it's connected. Yeah, it's taking a bit of a time. Yeah, but it's doing its work. See, a lot of work being done. අපි දන්න ගොඩක් දේවල් වෙනවා. Fine X කියනවා එක positive. Sentiment එක දෙනවා score එක එකෙන් දෙන්නේ මේ score එක 0.99ක score එකකින් කියනවා මේක positive කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මට ගොඩාක් sure 100%ක්ම නෙමෙයි 99%ක්ම sure මේක positive sentiment එක. ඇත්තනේ I am finally learning AI and it feel amazing and you should all be the same, right? You should feel good. Okay, I'm learning AI and it's not bloody difficult, right? It's not difficult. Right? Only thing is you have to have a different mindset, attitude. Enough. That's enough. So what just happened? 3 things and they are worth naming. මොනවද උනේ? You download a pre-trained model. මේ sentiment analysis කියන්නේ pre-trained model එකක්. So this is one of the big words. මොකද්ද මේ pre-trained? Okay. ලෝකේ තියෙනවා දෙකක් train methods දෙකක් තියෙනවා. හරි? එකක් තමයි pre-trained. කලින් train කරපු එකක්. ඉතින් අපි මේක ඉගෙන ගමු පස්සේ තාමත් ඉක්මනින් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන නම් මම සම්පූර්ණ AI පාඩම දැන් ටක් ගාලා කියලා දෙන්නම් TL draw එකට ගිහලා. Okay, give me a second. X carry draw එකට යමු අපි. Right. Yeah. So අපි දැන් පටන් ගමු ඉගෙන ගන්න. ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි මේකේ තියෙන්නේ. ලෝකේ තියෙනවා දැනුම. We have knowledge in the world. So
Sir,
what? Yeah, please
sir,
go ahead. Yes. Yes.
sir,
Yes, Kapil.
I have another question, sir. So
Yes,
in this
please.
course, in this course, do we have like if we want to start a like SaaS startup kind of thing, we have to have the like engineering software engineering background, and we have to have the idea and we have to build. Then also we have to market the product, right? So
Exactly.
So like I was curious, like I was wondering, will we learn this in your course?
Exactly. You will learn that. Don't worry. You will learn. And thank you for asking that. And
Yes.
Kapilan, I love your attitude. Others also, I know there are a lot of people who are here, but I really want you to start your own business. I'm pushing it, but slow and steady. No hurry. But answering your questions, yes, not only SaaS, you want to start any type of business. Right? And remember, doing business can ඉස්සර model එක නෙමෙයි. ඉස්සර business කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ you have to have a place, blah blah. එහෙම එකක් නෑ දැන්. හරි. There are people who runs microservices, right? අපි එකක් චුට්ටක් ඉක්මනින් මම මේ ප්‍රශ්න අපිට කියන්න. Don't worry. අපි මේ එහෙම පයින්නවා නෙමෙයි. අපිට පුළුවන් microservices business එකක් පටන් ගන්න. හරි? Sorry, microservice නේ microservices business එකක්. හරි micro SaaS නැත්නම් අපි දැන් මේවනේ micro SaaS කියලා තියෙනවා. හරි? අපි මේකක් හදන්න විනාඩි 5යි යන්නේ අපි. අපි හදමු මේ අදත් මට වෙලාව තියෙනවා අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාද වෙලා නැස් කරනවා. අපි next week එකේ අපි business එකක් හදලා implement කරලා මේවර කරමු. හරි? So this thing is a micro SaaS examples. ඒතර මේක අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. ඒතර answering your questions Kapilan, we are going to learn it. Nothing to worry. And also I am going to push to put that Microsoft SaaS into Product Hunt website. ඊට පස්සේ මේක market කරමු. right? There's a website called Product Hunt. How many of you know about this? Anyone?
I know, sir.
Lovely, lovely, right? So we'll make
So
sure now go. Yes, please ask a question. Yes.
also sir, like maybe I can share few resources. I think like in the past 1.5 year, I found like one founder. I think I can put in his profile.
Please do. Thanks very much, Kapilan. Now here I know there are a lot of people who have a lot of experience. Please, like, don't worry. There's no lecturer here, Sir Ranamike. Hari. Please, if you like to do a session, I would 100% agree, and I would give that opportunity for you to do a session as well. Please share your content. Thanks, Kapilan,
Yes,
for
sir.
sharing that. Thanks.
I
Yes.
think sir, if you can open that link, maybe.
Sure. So this is Mark Lu, right? He's a YouTuber, I think.
Yeah,
He's a,
good. Yeah,
he's a great YouTuber. I know about this guy.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
built many startup and
Exactly. So his major one is, I think, Shift Fast. So yes.
Yeah.
So and this guy is having a YouTube channel. I also watches his YouTube channel. This is another great YouTube channel you should watch. He's a surfer actually. So people who
Yeah.
love, surfing. He's a surfer. So watch this video channel. So actually, you can see I have watched so much of videos. So thanks for sharing that. So I
Thank you, sir.
watched
Yeah.
almost all the videos of his. So he had built multiple softwares. So he was a guy who was doing nothing initially. He's explaining things. So you can see it goes back a lot, and I watched almost all his videos. So he's also pushing this idea of build software, build small software, right? And you can look at his website as well, was Shift Fast. So he's pushing people to shift products. And if you go to Product Hunt, he's also marketing this one. You can see every day if you go and check Product Hunt, අර Facebook බලනවා වගේම හරි every day මෙතෙන්ට ගිහලා බලන්න මොනවද මේ මිනිස්සු මාකට් කරන software. විස්ප කියන එක සෑහෙන මාකට් වෙන එකක්. හැබැයි සමහර ඒවා පටන් ගන්නේ කවුරුත් ගණන් ගන්න නැති විදියට. හැබැයි එකපාරට උඩට එනවා. And every day මේගොල්ලෝ best products තෝරනවා. award එකකුත් දෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ product එක level එකකට ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් මෙතන කරන්න පුළුවන් areas ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මගත් පෙන්වන්නම්, right? So AI note takers, calendar apps, hiring software, presentation software, resume tools එක එකව හදන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. legal services හදලා ගන්න විකුණන්න පුළුවන් ලංකාවේ legal profession එකට. දැන් මේක legal දේවල් ගොඩක් කතා කරනෝනේ. So yeah, so there's plenty of things that you can do, and doing that would not that be hard, right? So the important thing is you need to understand the rest of the supply chain. මොකක්ද ඒ කියන්නේ කොහොමද මේක මාකට් කරන්නේ? කොහොමද brand එක හදන්නේ? කොහොමද මේක Facebook එකත් එක්ක connect කරගන්නේ? ඒතර සමහර කට්ටිය උදව් ගන්න වෙයි. Right? So but that's good. There are in Sri Lanka and also there are great communities, right? Work with them, connect with them, and Reddit, Twitter. So I don't want to talk too much, right? So you get the idea. So let's go back where we were. So yeah, so I was just teaching you about large language models. So very simple idea, right? Large language model like කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ලෝකේ තියෙන දැනුම ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා දානවා zip file එකට. zip file එකට. zip file කියන හැමෝම දන්නවනේ zip files කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මේකට දාන එක එච්චර lazy නෑ. මේක තමයි mathematics පොඩ්ඩක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න වෙන්නේ. ලෝකේ තියෙන දැනුම. මොනවද මේ ලෝකේ තියෙන දැනුම හැම මගුලක්ම. හරි? උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මහත්මා ගාන්ධි මොකද කරේ? නැත්තම් ඇරිස්ටෝටල් කොහෙද නිදාගත්තේ මේ අවුරුදු 1000කට කලින්. හරි ඔය ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. මේක ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා zip file එකකට දානවා. So the process that you are putting this is called pre-training. This is the shit that you call pre-training. එච්චර අමාරු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. ඉතින් සමහර එක large language models එක කාලවල pre-training කරේ. ඉතින් සමහර pre-training කරේ ගිය මාසෙ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේක කරන එක ලේසි නෑ. හරි? උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අපේ Elon Musk කියන්නේ Elon Musk says මොකද කියන්නේ Elon Musk මේ දවස්වල Elon Musk වලි වැඩි මේ දවස්වල Elon Musk says අපේ data centers for AI we can build in space, right? ඔමන කියන්නේ ඒක වැරදිකුත් නෑ. මොකද එච්චර අමාරුයි. ඉතින් මේ ප්‍රී ට්‍රේනින් කරන එක අමාරුයි. ඉතින් මෙයා කියනවා මම මේ මගේ කම්පැනි දාලා ඉවර වෙලා ෆොටෝ එකක් ගලගමු. හරි. මම මේක data center එක හදනවා. එතකොට අපිට අඩු මුදලින් අපිට පුළුවන් මේක launch කරන්න space එකේ. එතකොට මේක වෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වැදගත් කැලේ මේකයි. මේ ටික ඔක්කොම දානවා හදලා ඉවර වෙලා මේ models හරි ගොඩාක් වියදම් යනවා මේක. ඉතින් උනේ දැන් OpenAI Anthropic කට්ටිය they are building this paying millions of dollars, millions sometimes billions. අපි මිලියන්ස් කියලා මිලියන්ස් යනවා මේ ප්‍රී ට්‍රේන් කරන්න. කළා zip file එක හදන්න. ඉතින් නිකන් දෙන්න බෑනේ zip file එක. right? So අපි මේ ඔලාමගේ zip file එක නිකන් දුන්නට guys girls මේක හදන්න ලොකු වියදමක් යනවා. ඉතින් මේ චීනු කරේ මොකද්ද? මේක ලාභයට කරන හොරවැඩ හොයාගත්ත කරන්න. ඉතින් චීනුන්ට බයින්න බෑ. ඒක වැරදි නෑ. ඒක හොඳ පැත්තක් තියෙනවා. රිවර්ස් එන්ජිනියරින් අපි කතා කරමු ඉස්සරහට. හැබැයි අඩු මුදලින් කරන්න ඉගෙන ගත්තා. But anyway, going back to the story. එතන ගොඩක් තියෙනවා මම අහලා දාන්නම් මේ ටික. Anyway, we have the video, so you guys can watch it again if you want to. So anyway, you get the zip file. So there are different ways of creating that. This is the pre-trained one. So now the zip file is what you called as the large language model. ඉතින් මේක ඔක්කොම තේරෙනවා මේක language එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒකයි language කියලා කියන්නේ. model එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මේක නිකන් අර වැඩ කරන නිකන් මේක ඇත්තටම තියෙන්නේ matrix එකක් තියෙන්නේ. අපි එහෙම කිව්වත් වැරදි නෑ මේක. numbers ටිකක් තියෙන්නේ. අර න්‍යෂ්ටික sorry න්‍යෂ්ටික නෙමෙයි. සිංහලෙන් මේකට කියන්නේ matrix කියන වචනෙට කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? සිංහලෙන් කියන වචනේ මතක නෑ මට හරියට matrix එකක් තියෙන්නේ. හරි. හරි. එතකොට මේකේ තියෙන zip file එකක්. ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ මේ numbers ටිකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ ටික download කරලා තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේක සමහර මේවා මේ KIM model එකේම ඔයගොල්ලෝ හරියට බැලුවොත් එහෙම න්‍යාසනේ න්‍යාස thank you න්‍යාස්ටික සහ න්‍යාසනේ හරි මේ එතකොට මේ download කරාම ගොඩක් ලොකුයි මේවා. මේ KIM model එක K3 එක දෙනවා. ඉතින් මේක බලන්න මේකේ තියෙනවා 1 million token context එකේ parameters තියෙනවා 2.108 trillion. My goodness. size එක මේකේ. ඒකයි අපිට වැදගත් එක මේක download කරලා අපිට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලන්න. size එක මේක දාලා නැහැ නේද? GB ගන්න. ඒක එක command එකකින් මේක run කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ ඔලාම ගහපු ගමන් මේක එනවා. මේක size එක කොච්චරද කියලා දාලා දෙන්න කොහේ හතරක. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් gigabyte ගොඩක් ඕන වෙනවා. ඒකයි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ. නැත්නම් මේකට run කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේ දැනටම 25000 මේක download කරලා වැඩ කරනවා. මේ පේනවන්නේ. හරි. anyway එන්න අපේ කතාවට මහ ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ මේක. concept එකක් විදියට. Where's my okay, so now this is the one, but the problem is මේකේ වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේකට additional tools ඕනේ. මේ zip file එක ගත්ත කියලා හැමදේම හරියන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මෙයාට current knowledge එක නැහැ. එතකොට අපිට මේක එක tools පාවිච්චි කරනවා. දැන් ChatGPT කියලා කියන්නේ මේ tool එක. ChatGPT කියන්නේ large language model එක නෙමෙයි. ChatGPT එක large language model කීපයක් තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි ChatGPT ගියාට පස්සේ අපේ පින්තූරේ තියෙන බියර් බොන පින්තූරේ හැමෝම අනුරලොක්ක නැහැ වගේ නේ. Anyway, it's not a problem. Right. Anyway, so the point is, if you go here, these are different types of large language models. But ChatGPT is the tool. So, if you go back here, so these tools will be created by ChatGPT. So, there is deep search, web browsing facility. So, we'll talk about these things. Then, when you ask the question, the ChatGPT tool will get the question and get the answer mainly from the zip file. ඒක තමයි මේ large language model එක කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ වෙලාවේ මම මෙතන ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහුවානේ මෙයාගෙන්. හරි. මෙතන වෙන්නේ මේ මගේ කම්පියුටර් ඇතුලේ මේ large language model එක run වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේක large language කියන්න බෑ. ගොඩාක් ලොකු නැති හින්දා. හැබැයි ඉතින් කී වචනේ වැරද්දක් නෑ පාවිච්චි කරන එකේ. I think there's no nothing wrong in saying it's a large language model. But of course, remember there are small language models as well. And you guys can use all these things and create a lot of businesses. You can create AI agents and you can sell AI agents as well. I hope it's clear. තේරුම් නැහැ කියලා ලොකුවට worry වෙන්න එපා. We are going to learn step by step. Today අපි නිකන් මේක ගියාම full story base යන්නේ. Next week එකේ මම දානවා what we are going to cover, even including the Python notebook. So we are going to do some coding as well, and we are going to build something and onwards. Right. Any questions? No, at the moment, right? I hope still you guys can hear me and see my screen, right? Anyway, so now you can see, you can give a sentence here. Now it's your turn. It says, අපි කියමු my sentence එකක් දාමු. I love Sri Lankan politics. Or I heard whatever, right? Politics. So then we can run this. So now there's a transfer classifier is positive. So if I say I hate Sri Lankan politics, it says negative. And also score is really good, right? I hope it's clear. Any questions? So then this is a variables. So I'm not going to take long time. It says Lakmal can variable x 1000. It says I'm teaching Lakmal is teaching 1000 students for free. It's just a Python thing, right? It's not a big deal. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create multiple sentences here, and I'm going to send through a for loop and through this classifier. I think on a large language model එක පාවිච්චි වෙනවා. හරි? ඒකේ positive, negative. පළවෙනි එක the course is completely free. Positive, I have no idea what I'm doing. Negative, the internet connection died again. Negative, I built my first AI model tonight. Negative. ඒක negative නෙමෙයිනේ. I built my first AI model tonight. ඒක negative වගේ තමයි යන්නේ. ඉතින් අතන මේක ඉගෙන ගන්න දෙයක් තියෙන සමහර දේවල් හරිම answers එන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒක හේතුව අපේ language model එක එච්චරම හොඳ නැති වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි. That's fine. So again Python model function මෙතන මේ function එකක් තියෙනවා. So don't worry. හැමදේම ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් run කරන්න විතරයි ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. පොඩක් Colab එක work කරන්න ඉගෙන ගත්තා. මේකෙත් අපි ඒ වගේම sentences ටික try out කරා function එකක් ඇතුලේ. ඉතින් function එකේ end of the day what you are supposed to learn we are going to use that classifier function. So මේ classifier function එක ආවේ කොහෙන්ද? අන්න ඒක විතරයි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ආවේ මෙන්න මේ transformers library එකෙන්. ඒක PyTorch කියන major library එකේ කෑල්ලක්. මේක torch library එක. මේක අපි Python පාවිච්චි කරනවා. මේක PyTorch කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. All right guys. So let's move on. Then we are coming into something called tokenizing. මේක හරි වැදගත්. හරි. මොකද්ද මේ හැම එකම කතා කරන tokens මොනවද? ඒක එච්චර අමාරු නෑ තේරුම් ගන්න. හරිද? ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ අපි දැන් යමු අපි පින්තූරට ආයි පාරක් ඉක්මනින්. We'll close all these things. Yeah. So we got the basic idea what is this language model thing. හරිද? zip file එක දැන් මතක තියාගන්න. So when you're talking about large language models is called natural language processing. එතකොට වෙන්නේ අපි දානවා I hate AI or something like that. එතකොට මෙතන තියෙන වචන. ඉතින් වචන කියන එක මිනිස්සු දන්නවා. words කියනවා මිනිස්සු දන්නවා. The computer දන්නේ නැහැ නේ words කියලා જાතියක්. Computer knows ones and zeros. Similarly, now ones and zeros ගැන කතා කරලා තේරුම් ගන්න අපි මේ කතා කරන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් high level කතාවක් නේ. So then we know that words කියන එක හරියන එකක් නෑ නේ for a large language model. So what we need is we need to break this to parts, right? We need to break this to parts and say this is one token. ඒ කියන්නේ එක piece එකක්. This is a one token. This is another token. So when you break tokens, you don't have to worry about words. Words වලින්ම නෙමෙයි token break කරන්නේ. ඔන්න ඔක තමයි චුට්ටක් ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි මේකට තියෙනවා පොඩි වෙබ්සයිට් එකක් Tokenization කියලා. ඉතින් ඒක ගිහලා ඔයාලට මොනවා එකක් ලියලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. user ලියන එක මොකක් හරිද ලියලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. You are a helpful assistant. එතකොට මේක එක එක කැලේට කඩනවා මේගොල්ලෝ. tokens 16කට කඩනවා. මේ තියෙන්නේ. එතන මෙතනදී පොඩි පොඩි additional කැලේ ටිකක් දානවා. It's coming from the large language model. ඒ ගැන බොරි වෙන්න එපා. හරි. මෙතන හැබැයි you are a helpful assistant කියන එක මෙතන තියෙනවා. ඉතින් understood? The question, sir, is it mean one word? No, not exactly. That's the thing. So one word also can be broken into multiple tokens. Again, nothing to worry right now. Right now, understand your sentence get broken into multiple tokens. එතකොට ඔන්න ඕක තමයි කියන්නේ token size එක කියලා. අර අපි දැක්කා large language model එකේ දාලා තිබ්බා how many tokens කියලා. මේ 1 million token කියලා කියනවා context එක. කියන්නේ memory එක වගේ අපේ. හරි. සමහරට cloud code එකම කියන්නේ මගේ token space එක ඉවරයි. මේ context එක ඉවරයි. ආයි මේක ඒක compress කරන එක කියනවා sorry අනේ අපේ tokens මේ sorry context එක ඉවර වුණා කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අපිට කොච්චර tokens ඒ කියන්නේ almost like මෙහෙම හිතුවට කමක් නැහැ. 1 million words වගේ කියලා හිතුවට කමක් නැහැ. හැබැයි මේකේ spaces තියෙනවා ගොඩක් ඒවා තියෙනවා. I hope it's clear. Again මේ theory මේ කතා කරන්නේ just for fun, right? හරි. ඉතින් and end of the day what to understand is all of these things get converted to numbers. ඔච්චරයි. So 200,264 කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ කියන එක. දැන් මේ user කියන එක 1428. එහෙම තමයි කැඩෙන්නේ කැලි වලට. So that's more than enough for moment. Right. Let's move on. So now what we're doing is we are understanding what are the tokens. අපි බලමු එතකොට it uses a tokenizer from this GPT-2 pre-trained model. GPT-2 කියන එක free දුන්නා ඒගොල්ලෝ. ඒක තමයි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් බලමු අපේ ටෙක්ස්ට් එක දෙන්නේ Agentic AI is unbelievable. ඉතින් මෙයා මේක tokens වලට කඩනවා. ඉතින් ඒතර ඒක Agentic කියන්නේ එක token එකක් වෙනවා. tokens පහයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ. is කියන එකද පොඩ්ඩක් වැරදුනාද කියලා මම දන්නේ. Agentic AI නේ. මෙතන මේ sorry. Agent කියන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ this have the answer for the question that you ask. ඒතර Agentic එක agent is a one token. IC is another token. AI is a one token. Is another token. Unbelievable is another token. So this is how tokens are broken. So don't worry at the moment. ඇයි මියකුන්ට පිස්සුද මේක token මෙහෙම කඩන්න? We'll understand that it's a part of research. Right. That's fine. So we did that one. Number 9. We are here at number 5 section. Why this matters? Look at how unbelievable got chopped up. The model never sees the word, it sees the pieces. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට වෙන්නේ the world how it works is you get broken down into multiple pieces. This explains famous failure. Ask a language model how many times the letter R appears in strawberry. මේක හරි famous question එකක්. දැන් ඒවට නම් මේක handle කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉස්සර මේක අහුවාම ඒකට කියා ගන්න බැරි වෙනවා. මොකද මේ කැලොට කැඩෙනවා. You understand what I'm saying, guys or girls? Like strawberry කියන එක, right? I strawberry කියන කැලේ කැඩුණා පස්සේ යාළුවෝ හිතා ගන්න බෑ මොකක් ගැනද මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අහන්නේ කියලා වෙලා. That's what how it happens. It also explains the cost. When you pay for an AI API, you pay per token. ඉතින් token එකට තමයි සල්ලි ගන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ. ඒකත් දැනගන්න ඒක හරි වැදගත්. Right. Run the cell below with the word Sinhala Tamil. අපි එකත් කරලා බලමු. දැන් මේක මම කරලා බැලුවා. මේක ලස්සනට මේක tokens එක කැඩලා ඉන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද සිංහල language එක මට represent කරන්න බෑ. මම මේක කලින් මේක හැදුවා. මෙතන මම හිතන්නේ මේක දැම්මා මොකක් හරි කරලා ලස්සන කතාවක්. අයියා. මම හරි ආසයි agentic AI ඉගෙන ගන්න. හරි මම මේක දාන්න. Here. දැන් බලමු මේක token කැඩෙන හැටි. මම හරි ආසයි. මම මේක දාන්න ඕන WhatsApp එකටත්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ තන try කරන්න. It's up to you guys. Give me a second. You guys can try this out. Right, so I have added the text. If you want, you can just put it down. You can put anything, it doesn't matter. Right, so then you can run this. So the tokenizer will, send it through, and then you can get the tokens. Right, there are 185. There are 73 characters here, but they are breaking to 185. So when it comes to Sinhala language, how you put it to pieces is different. So don't worry, we'll learn about it later. Right. So there's a question. So is the transformer library views based on a pre-trained model trained on large data sets? How it's different from a training in own sentiment analysis MML? I'm a bit confused because I've heard about transformers as a technology. Yes. It's a good question, Rizad. So the thing is this. Yes, transform is a technology. It's kind of a concept. So transform is what you call as a neural network. It's a what you call it's an advanced form of neural network. But internally it's a neural network. But then the concept is when you look at a model, these models are trained by transformer-based neural networks. Almost all the models in the world that we see here, if you go here into models, are trained on these transformers. And of course, now they're coming up with different models. You guys can also create new models, right? But most of those models came from the transformer which was invented by Google guys, right? ගොඩක් ක්‍රෙඩිට් එක ගන්න ඕන Google එකට. මේ Google එකේ පළවෙනි පේපර් එක මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් ස්පෙસિෆිකලිම ඒ කියන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ විතරක්ම නෙමෙයි මේකට වක් කියන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය කලින් රිසර්ච් කරලා තියෙනවා. පට්ට මිනිස්සුන් දලා තියෙනවා. But the paper was attention is all you need 2017 තමයි publish වුනේ. මේ paper එකේ ඒගොල්ලෝ මුල් වරට මෙන්න මේ රිසර්ච් ටික හරි මේ they proposed a new architecture for a neural network. එතකොට දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ neural network අහලා නැත්නම් ඒත් worry වෙන්න එපා. මම මේක පෙන්නුවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට neural network කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා නිකන් සරල විදියට අර අපේ playground එකේ. හරි මේකත් ඒක මේ වගේ හැඩයක් පේන්න තුනට මේකත් neural network එකක් තමයි. එතකොට මේ transformer network එක පාවිච්චි කරලා we can build these models. The model එක කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඒක මම කිව්වා. model එක කියලා කියන්නේ කලින් කතා කරා වගේ zip file එකක්. zip file එකක්. So yes, then the next question that you asked, Rizad, is are you using large data sets? Exactly, yes. අපේ GPT-2 model එක උනත් large data set එකක් පාවිච්චි තමයි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි දැන් search කරලා බලද්දී GPT-2 පරණයි මේක. ගොඩක් පරණයි. හරි හැබැයි මේකේ තියෙනවද දන්නෙත් නැහැ. හරි. ඒක අතර චූටි model එකක්. එහෙම බැලුවාම comparatively බැලුවාම හැබැයි මේකත් ඉතින් යම්කිසි data set එකක් ටිකක් ලොකු data set එකක් train කරලා තියෙනවා. Yes. So answer is yes. Right. So now let's move on. Watch a model predict the next one. Now we are coming to the real usage of large language model. ඉතින් කවුරු ඇහුවොත් එහෙම for fun මචං මේ large language model කියන්නේ මොනවද? චූටි දෙයක්. මොකද්ද චූටි දේ? අපි කියනවා large language model එක වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙච්චරයි. මොකද්ද? අපි කියනවා මෙන්න මේ වගේ දෙයක් කියනවා. I love නෑ ඒක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. I love කතාව හරියන්නේ නැහැ මේකට. අපි ටිකක් වෙනස් කතාවක් ගමු. මොකද්ද සිංහලෙන් ගත්තොත් එහෙම නෑ අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් එකක් ගමු good example ගොඩක් වෙලා ගන්න classic example එක ගන්න වෙන example එකක් ගමු now Donald Trump right Donald Trump in his newest tweet හරි tweets දෙනවා tweets හරි මොන හරි expand විදිහ හරි newest tweet mentioned කියලා ඊට පස්සේ his තැන් තියෙනවා දැන් මෙතෙන්ට මොකක්ද දෙන්න ඕනේ වචනේ හරි ඔන්න ඕක හොයන එක තමයි large language model එකේ වගකීම් වෙන්නේ එහෙනම් අපි දෙයක් අහුවොත් එම I love I hate මොකක්ද ඊළඟ කෑල්ල ඉතින් මේකට මොකක් හරි වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපි දන්නේ ඒක personal bias එකක් නේ හැබැයි ඩොනල්ඩ් ට්‍රම්ප් අය කෙනෙක් කිව්වම ඊට පස්සේ එන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක ටිකක් යුනිවර්සලි කියන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් නැත්තම් උදාහරණයක් කියලා ලියනාඩෝ ඩා වින්චි was born ඒක 100% කියන්න පුළුවන් එකක්. එතනදී ඒක නිකන් රූල් එකක්ම නෙමේ ඒක අපේ ලෝකේ තියෙන දත්ත මත ලෝකේ තියෙන concepts මත අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක්. සමහර දේවල් එහෙම කියන්න බෑ. හරි? මොකද ඒක පර්සනල් දෙයක්. හැබැයි සමහරවිට ඒක ජජ් කරන්න පුළුවන් කීපයක් අපිට. 98%කින් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් ඩොනල්ඩ් ට්‍රම්ප් නම් ඊළඟට කියන්නේ ඉරානය ගැන. අන්න ඕක තමයි large language model එකක කතාව. මොකක්ද ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ? large language models or language model එකක basic අරමුණ තියෙන්නේ predicting the next word. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහන්න පුළුවන් ඒක එහෙමනම් I think most of you know the answer for this. But how can you write a book? How can you do code editing? How do you do debugging? You can. මෙච්චර තමයි කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මේකෙන් තමයි හැම මගුලම කරන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ. ඉතින් අපි එක ඉගෙන ගමු හැමින් සැරේ. Right? We don't want to talk too much about it. I hope that gives you the answer. Then does the mean if model uses more tokens to process the same sentence, let's say it increases with the time, the model gets advanced, the model is getting better, or does it mean that it adds extra data which could provide yes, exactly. We'll talk about it. Little bit advanced, we'll talk about it. Yeah, what I saying is correct. Right. So now in this one, now generator, we use the model called Distill GPT-2. මෙතනත් තියෙනවා එක small model එකක් fast. හැබැයි not very clever. ඒකෙම කියනවා ඒගොල්ලෝ. ඉතින් mistakes එන්නත් පුළුවන්. generator use කරනවා. අපි දැන් ඔන්න අපේ මොකද්ද අපේ වචනේ? sorry වාක්‍ය sentence the future of artificial intelligence is ඉතින් next word you have to generate. අපි බලමු මොකක්ද generate කරන්න කියලා. It's almost 11:30. We'll go for another 20 minutes and we'll stop. And tomorrow we'll have the cyber session. You're all welcome to join in, even if cybersecurity is not your area. Anyway, now it says the future of artificial intelligence is not yet clear, right? And it says, but the progress has been made, blah, blah, blah. If you run it again, it says it's not yet clear. Maybe we'll get another one. So මේ වගේ දේවල්ට 100% අපිට කියන්න බෑ ඒකමයි කියලා නේ. It's just the beginning. Now it's going to be about ability to design. We'll do another run. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතන්න පුළුවන් is in our hands, right? It's not out of hands. එතකොට can we trust? No, මේ වගේ trust කරන්න බෑ. ඒකින්ද තමයි ගොඩාක් additional දේවල් add වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් මුල්ම කාලේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති there are this we call මොකද්ද hallucination හීන දකින්නවා කියලා කියන්නේ දවල් හීන දකින්නවා වගේ දෙයක් තිබ්බා chat GPT වල right I think so now but we have so many other tools and techniques which are using to stop these hallucinations හරි ඉස්සර දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අර ස්ට්‍රෝබෙරි කතාව වගේම අපි chat GPT කියලා කිව්වහම chat GPT කියලා කියද්දී මෙන්න මෙහෙම කිව්වහම අපි කියනවා sin 50 දැන් මේක එච්චර හොයන්න අමාරු වෙන්න බෑ. ඒක දන්න එකක් හැමෝම sin කියලා ෆන්ක්ෂන් එකක් තියෙනවා. මෙයා මෙතන හිතනවා මෙයා. දැන් මේගොල්ලෝ කරන්නේ සමහරවිට මේගොල්ලෝ මේක Python code එකකට දාලා ඇතුලින් run කරනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ දැන් think එක බලන්න පුළුවන් ඕන. හරි. අපි තව එකක් දෙමු. අපි දෙමු sorry. We should make sure it's all numbers. Multiply into this, divide or something like that. So now when you are sending that, oops. I'll use something else. Since ChatGPT is stuck for a moment. Yeah, so good. Yeah, now when you look at thinking, you can't click it. Normally, at one point they were saying, okay, in the background we are using something like Python. So that also happens. So it's not only just using. So it's even searching the web, right? So calculate this one. But anyhow, they get the answer, right? So, but sometimes, if you go to something like DeepSeek, they will show you how you do it. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you got the point. Right. So it depends. So there's a lot to discuss here. Again, is it mathematics you're discussing? No, concepts. ඇයි මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ? ඇයි මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ? ඇයි මෙහෙම උනේ? So those are very simple things to understand. Don't worry too much. Run this 3 times and check. And again, now we can change the temp. There's something called temperature. That you will learn. The make up sarla das temperature 0.1 nang boring repetitive. 1.5 නම් wild creative. ඒතකොට මේක නිකන් ලස්සන poem එකක් වගේ ලියන්න ඕන නම් creative දෙයක් කරන්න ඕන නම් temperature එක වැඩි කරන්න කියලා තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ. හරි, so I'm not going to do that. You guys can do that. Sri Lanka, the best thing about කියලා I think එක දේවල් දෙයි මේගොල්ලෝ. ඉතින් මේක පොඩ්ඩක් boring දෙයක් ගන්න ඕන 1.5 දාන්න. ටිකක් creative දෙයක් ගන්න ඕන නම් අපි තමයි in Sri Lanka නැත්නම් අපි ගලමු the best thing about Anura Kumara Disanayaka is කියලා අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් ටෙක්ස්ට් එක නේ. කියයි Anura Kumara Disanayaka is something like this. Oh, you can do this. I'm not sure whether it's going to do the same thing. Something like that. Oh, I can say this is something boring 1.3. Let's see what he's going to say. Okay, so maybe something wrong about it, but anyway, so you get the point, right? So depending on the changes that you do, it also changes, right? So then make it lie to you deliberately. Run this and run this cleared and output carefully. First president of Sri Lanka to walk in the moon was okay. That's fun. That's fun, right? So now depending on the temperature, they will give something crazy. The first president of the Sri Lanka to walk on the moon was the president of the country. So see, like it's very regular, right? Or it doesn't make any sense. Another one, the first Sri Lanka president. Now, මෙතනදී දැනගන්න ඕන point එක මොකද්ද? Because there's a lot of things you have to understand. මොකද්ද? So in the large language model, අර zip file එකේ මේ ගැන මුකුත් සඳහනක් නැහැ. කියලා තිබ්බනම් ඇත්තටම ලංකාවේ president කෙනෙක් අපේ DS එක නැහැ ගිහලා තිබ්බනම් හදට information එක text එකේ තියෙනවා අපි කලින් කතා කරා වගේ. හරි. දැන් ඕන ගොඩක් කට්ටිය මේකේ බලනවා මොකද වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්තේ ඇයි කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ. අපි ඒක ඉගෙන ගමු. අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. අර zip file එකේ මේක නැහැ. එතකොට එයා මොකද කරන්නේ? එයා hallucinate කරනවා. ඒක තමයි මෙයා කියන්නේ කුණුහරුප කියන්නේ. Sri Lanka to walk in the moon was then the first president in the world to walk in the moon since 1960. Something doesn't make sense, right? I hope you got the point. And then, of course, there are a few things that you can do, some challenges. You go and do it. Right, all good. It's just wanted to point out we are doing exercises like this. Of course, we'll start small things like that, and also we will build applications. So next week I'll teach you. Of course, we'll go to the second one. We'll do some theories, and also we will build like what I showed you earlier. Like we'll build automation using Hermes. So you can start building. So first day onwards, guys, you can learn how to build your personal operating system. I'll teach you. If you guys can use something like Claude in the background, if you have a $20 or something like that paid model, you can use that. Or otherwise, if you don't have money to pay for that, you can always create your own local language model and run it. But the logic is, right, rather, depending everything. As an example, if you use a lot of emails, you can even to read your emails, you can use a personal operating system. Let's talk about it later. Right. Any questions up to this point? Any questions? I'll take another probably 10 to 15 minutes. So normally this will run for 2 hours. I wanted to finish this today a little bit earlier, but still, I think no harm in going for another few minutes. Any questions? All good? And also you can see there are session details here as well. I have already shared this. So then you can have a kind of a guess on what we are doing. So as an example, episode 5, we are going to do tokens, embeddings, and other things, and how the transform works here. So things can change a bit because things like building applications and things like that will start from the first day onwards, second day onwards, I would say. Can you share any resources to be looked before joining our next? Yeah, of course, I will do that. And also all these documents I will share. And there's something called facilitator pack. I will share this. This has all the details to follow our Python notebook. And then Let me quickly go through this as well. I'll not take long time, but just to give you a bit of a motivation. So now you know what we are doing, our objectives, what we do cover. Might not be the 100% good idea, but you know where we are heading, right? And people who work with me earlier know, like, how I normally do things. But one thing that I couldn't do, the main reason was I have my own, health issues as well, because that sometimes I couldn't continue doing some of those sessions. So this time what I'm going to do, even though I'm not do a live session, I'm 100% assured that I'm going to record things and give it to you, so you guys can involve. And even if you miss a 1 week, I will obviously have it in the next week, and we'll keep continuing the good work of building things. So I would love if you guys, even whoever is watching this video, come back and tell us what you're building. So that will be really, really valuable. Yes. Okay, still recording. I was just checking whether recording is working. Yeah, it's recording. That's lovely. Hello, sir. Will you be sharing those? Yes, I have shared some of them, but the new ones, everything I will share. I have my own website. I will add them and put everything as a one pack, and also as a zip file as well in WhatsApp. Okay, I'll quickly go through this bit, which can be quite interesting to you. The one that I really wanted to show you was, let me show you. Yes, so these are some of those products that you can do. So you can do like WhatsApp business agents. I showed you earlier as well here in the Product Hunt website. So if I bring it here, so there are multiple areas you can build products, and try your level best. No one would buy it. Who cares? Just try to publish it. It can be a SaaS one, or it can be, I don't know, mobile product. It doesn't really matter. Let's build it. Right? So you can get examples from. Always try to check this website every day morning and see what people are doing. So you should be able to do something better. And have that mindset, positive mindset. Don't think you have to wait for another 10 years. You have to do a PhD, you have to do a master's, you have to be in Australia, you have to be in New Zealand, you have to be in the moon to do that. No, you have enough content, stuff to do that, right? So, and also support ticket trash, tenders. Sri Lanka, there's a lot of value here. Study and tutoring agents. You want to start a new class with the agent and start selling, stuff. Yes, research agents, voice agents. There are plenty that you can do, right? And yeah, and then quickly, one or two things about here. There's some important stuff here. Now, how AI started is going back a long time. It's going up 1950s, but everybody started loving AI and all that in 2022, especially with the chat boxes like ChatGPT. And then probably 2022, 2024, we had these RAG models and everything. So especially developers started loving it, but now everybody loves AI. There's no questions about it with agents. So we haven't yet started even discussing about what is really an agent. Don't worry, we are going to do that. And once you start doing that, you will feel, oh my goodness, there's a lot here. And it's for everyone. Of course, developers would truly love it. DevSecOps engineers would truly love it. And even everyday people would love it. And but I know most of you are here, and most of you are watching these videos are in computer science, right? Or partly in computer science. So you guys are the exact right people to get things out, not just to like ask a question, where to go next, where to travel next, what would be the next travel destination. No, you can build things, sell things, and you understand my point, right? So last several years, you can see the amounts, right? Huge amounts were, you know, invested into AI. And of course, there are some bit of AI hype as well in some areas. Yeah, these are common things. Don't worry too much, but most of it correct. And also, the cost is going down. In 2022, when it started, I asked the question, then I decided to publish my little developed system to, of course, there are plenty of places, and even to some extent, like this is something that I discuss anyway. So say you have a product, even it can be a Chrome extension, right? At one point, if you think, okay, so now I can sell it. So should I go to Y Combinator to sell it, or should I go to Sweden, Stockholm to go for a startup competition, or to go to any of those US-based startup or Silicon Valley? No, guys, there are places where even you can. There are people who buy online. Your product is a good one. Only thing is, it should be a good one, right? Of course, you can reverse engineer something and do a cracked product, but rather if you do build a good product, it can be small, but there are so many things that you can do with. Like some Chrome extensions are sold for millions of dollars. Have you ever thought about it? Yes, it is. Even say something like Vaporizer, it's a great tool. It's a lovely tool if you look at for Vaporizer. People who do cybersecurity knows about not about Vaporizer. So yeah, so the logic is that. So now this is a bit of a history. So next week actually we are starting with this part, and I'll be doing a slide deck and teaching you this. But there's a lot going back in AI, but attention is all you need. Paper in 2017 was huge, and AlphaFold. If you ever have heard about this thing called AlphaFold, it's a huge monumentary thing. And even the Google DeepMind CEO got a Nobel Prize for this. Never ever a computer scientist got a Nobel Prize, but 2022 or 2024, this scientist got a Nobel Prize for the work that they have done on AlphaFold 2. And 2022 was ChatGPT, was people loved it, and then RAGs, and now of course agents, and now very importantly we are here, right? So capability has converged across labs. The hard problem is no longer can model do this. They can do it. It's can anyone build a system around that actually works? And remember, when you build system, make sure it's safer. The biggest problem is people build systems, but they get cracked, they get hacked. We'll ensure that's why so you don't have to come to AI security or AI stuff, so, sorry, security sessions, but do understand the basics of it, or else ask someone to do that security for you, right? So then your product is quality, right? So that's what you have to do. Right. So this I will share this. You can go and check some of those specific use cases where things went really, really great. Right. So that's probably one additional things just want to show you. Yeah. So this is the thing. So you can, these rungs are like where you be placed, but the point is you can be the user, or you can just be a power user. You can be really good at prompt engineering, and you are doing some work, so you can be really good at work, or you can just build things, or you can become an agent engineer. So the whole idea of this one is to become really an agent engineer, where you have that engineering mindset, where you do things properly, and also just putting little bit thoughts into it, become a researcher where use science as well, right? So it's not that difficult these days, right? You can read 10 research papers at once with ChatGPT. But the logic is not reading, not research, or no. Get the right concepts, prove the concepts, and use them and pack them up, and make sure you build something which is really valued. So you don't just go in a plane where it's not built right. Okay, you always check whether proper engineers were used by Boeing, and or is the research being done properly. But somehow people trust the aeroplane. People trust the Tesla car. Same way, when you build software, make sure people trust it. So you can't just trust a piece of software built using Claude Code. No, that's where these sessions will be different. You understand the logic, then you'll not be faked, right? So that's my logic here. Yeah, so of course, yes, the next tomorrow session for people who are loving cybersecurity, bug bounty, we're starting fresh again. If you don't know anything about cybersecurity, so you can still come into the tomorrow session. But yes, but our logic is again to do these things called hacking, legal hacking. Yeah. So then, of course, there's a lot of things that you can. I will share all these things. Don't worry. Of course, 3 Blue, 1 Brown is one of the top guys you can watch, and also Andrew Karpathy. So I'm just sharing some of these things. He's great, one of the top engineers who was in working for Tesla, now at I think Meta, and oh no, sorry, OpenAI. Yeah, OpenAI. So I think I ran a video earlier as well. Anyway, so then of course Google DeepMind content, and there are a lot of courses in Hugging Face, Microsoft, DeepLearning.ai. Yeah, so I said I'll share these things as well. Anyway, I think it's almost the end time. There were a few other things that I wanted to share, but I think that'll be enough. Probably one thing I'll show you, one last thing, which is the roadmap.sh. So I'll be using this a lot as well. So you know about this, because I love mind maps more than anything else. I love the idea of confidence. The problem is most of us doesn't have the enough confidence that I can build software and sell it in Silicon Valley. So we need to get that, confidence. One way is you build things, you keep a portfolio, you can share it if you want, it doesn't really matter, or you can keep in GitHub, exactly you're consistently doing it. At the same time, even in your knowledge, you need to have consistency. So create your own account, and then you can go in and see whether you know enough full stack. You know what is HTML. If you know HTML, you go here and cross it out. Done. CSS, yeah, I know. I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. JavaScript, I know it. NPM, I know it. So I love doing this, Ivan. And of course, you can create your own. So most of the time, I will do roadmaps which is relevant for AI and machine learning. And that is where one of the questions asked from one of our guys or girls about mathematics. So yes, so I will create some mathematical mind maps and take you through what is needed to become a AI engineer, right? Or agentic engineer, right? So don't worry. So that's why I said we use some proper learning techniques and use them and try our level best to incorporate them into your everyday life things. It doesn't really matter whether you are an experienced PhD guy who is just working now, but still make sure do you have any lapses in your knowledge. It doesn't mean you have to go and do all the courses in the world. No, there are some concepts. As an example, you can't do AI without knowing what is machine learning. And if you don't know what you mean by feature engineering, you should go and just learn a little bit. So there are courses if you want to do, or just watch this video. That's it. And then you are clear about it. Oh, I know what is data cleaning. I know about feature selection. I know what is scikit-learning. I know what is regression. I know what is, I don't know, ridge. That I don't know, sorry. Right, so if you want to go and check it. Or what is support vector machine? That you need to know. Right, so likewise. I didn't know what is deep queue networks, likewise, and onwards. All good. So I hope you got some concepts. So next week I will I will let you know. It's already there in the HTML that I shared. But to give a quick intro, we will do the basics of AI and basics of LLM. We'll learn it through a slide deck, and then we'll do one IPython notebook to get a little bit more convenient about doing few things on large language models. And also we'll start building your operating system, right? So that's fun. That's fun. And if time permits, we'll do a one product and we'll do a kind of end-to-end product development. We'll do a design. We can use something like Cloud Design, and then we can build the model, the MVP, and then we can use Versal, and we can even upload it to the Versal and plant it and test it. Yeah, we can do all that. So just prepare. Don't worry if you don't have enough resources. We can do almost all of it for free. You don't have to spend money. Right, guys. Any questions? Any questions? All good. So thank you for joining in. And yes, please share this among others. Please ask them to come. And next week, please, guys, if you have anything to share, let me know. Even put it in the WhatsApp is okay, or personally with me. So I'll give you time if you want to share things. Please, and also please make it a good place to share what you're doing. Others will like your product, I don't know, whatever, for marketing stuff also, that's fine. We can make a community out of it. And so that's what we should do, right? So and also if you have something I know there are people who are really really talented here. So even last time, I asked them, they normally keep quiet, but next time onwards, please like get 10 minutes and share something that you have done, show something that you have done, and that can be really valuable for all the people who are learning here, and also people who are watching this video on YouTube or even my close platform. Right, guys. If there's nothing else, we can stop the session for today. Anything that you wanted to ask or any comments? Lovely, lovely. Okay, guys. Then have a nice week ahead for others, and people are coming. Have a nice day and good night to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.